It is. I don't want to labor the point, but yeah. Who's Lem? What's Lem doing? Because I've seen a couple of weird.
Yeah.
There
we go.
Yeah. Do you mind just? Yeah.
Sure.
Thank you.
You're silencing the.
I don't. Yeah.
The crazy crowd.
Okay. Fantastic. Yeah. Is that what Lem is doing? Because they seem to be dancing around.
I spoke to them earlier, and they're like, "That's not what it means," and I believed them, and now it just keeps going.
Yeah,
so.
a little bit shot.
Thank you very much for pointing that out.
What up, Theory True and Max? No, it's not early. I'm waiting for Unwithered. I'm only going to be streaming for like 20 minutes.
Okay.
I just want to see what this is. Chat,
Unwithered, are you playing on, is this Windows 10 or Windows 11?
Chat, I did the entire New Game Plus run.
11.
I did the entire New Game Plus run.
Crap, our names are too similar.
Oh, look, chat. So off camera, I have the glitched thing. I did
Candy
the entire
says that
New
she hasn't
Game
had
Plus
any crashes yet, but she's on 10.
Entire New Game Plus, done with it all. So all I need to do now is I'm waiting for Unwithered Truth to finish his, and then we're gonna go through together on separate games, and we're going to see the secret ending.
I can interpret this.
So I did all of New Game Plus off screen.
Use your.
It took me like 3 hours.
These
so
might be
speedrunning.
bad words, so I'm not gonna say them.
Yeah,
And now I'm
okay.
ready
Just
to
time
find
out Alicio
the secret room
because we don't know for sure. But if they keep,
I don't know. I'll Google Translate it. That's like the one Latin language that I don't know how to.
So we're just waiting for Unwithered to be at the same point.
Okay, so hang on. I've got to go
But
now
I did make
to
it first.
do the.
Out of all the
just
streamers, I made
right?
it to this point first. Out of all of our group.
Why did you ban Lem?
Ugh. So we're just chilling around.
Oh,
Chat.
yeah,
How you
but
guys
Why
doing?
did you run into Sturf?
The issue of crashing or dying and getting sent back.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna make you guys watch the whole
should've-
game again.
Not to backseat
I don't wanna
developer,
make you
but
watch
it
the
should
entire
autosave
game.
whenever you do anything. And it's insane that it doesn't. I'm sorry.
Anyway, we're gonna complain about the game now.
Okay, so we are here. We are
I did get a little
now
sick,
going to do the parachute.exe. I mean, I could do the other ending, but I'm worried it's going to break the entire game, so I'm not going to do that.
Wait, if you do parachute.exe,
Alright, I'm back. I was doing my intro.
Wait. Before you do parachute.exe, what are you going for?
Yeah. What am I
After
going
the
for?
Edwin House ending.
The third ending.
Oh, so wait, so you've already done.
This is
I'm
New Game
confused.
Plus.
There's
We just
three
did
endings.
Moon.
Yeah, we have everything.
This is
we
New Game
both-
Plus.
Are you sure? Okay, parachute.exe is probably the way to go. I wouldn't know that.
Yeah, it
I
is,
don't know
it is.
the route,
Yes,
so go
yes.
for it.
This is the
I know
final
I'm
news
there
of the
right
game.
now. Just go straight to the ending, guys.
Okay.
I agree. I vouched for the minigames that could be restored if there was a fall through too. They fixed a lot after I was brought on. Okay, that's fair. Unknown
Alright.
user point. That's basically 0.04 for each run. Okay. Run parachute.exe.
Before you do the chase, can I propose a fun way to do this?
Uh-huh.
Are you gonna
Right.
race each other?
No. Let's both go find a room, and like a specific one of the glitched rooms, and enter it at the same time. The same room. We enter the same room at the same time. Then we sit in that room. We give our thoughts on that room, and then once we're done theorizing, we exit that room, go in the next room, and do the same thing. So I think we should go room by room together on separate playthroughs, because I'm here too. So let's just go find the same room and go in at the same time and be like, whoa.
Yes. Okay. Cool. Okay. Parachute.exe. Let's run it.
I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting.
What you munching on?
Oh, I'm having a
DJ Surf is talking about the
ham sandwich.
helper unknown user thing, indicating how far along you are. That's really
Yeah.
cool. I really like that. So you can switch that. That's cool.
Yep. I'm at the I'm having a sandwich. Chat, by the way, no spoilers because we're literally about to see it. So I'll be pissed if I already know one of the rooms. I'm not gonna say what it is, obviously. Any spoilers or things that look like spoilers, and you're getting banned. Yeah. So I already know one of the rooms. I know one of the rooms, but there's like 3 or 4 rooms, I think. So hopefully the other 3 are still cool. Like in chat if you want a Moon's Box remix. Alright, thanks, Theory Chum. Oh. Zach, you actually mimicked when you saw the ending? Awesome, dude. If there's one thing I love, it's some good old mimicry. You're not allowed back here.
Spoiler, Freddy 5 Bear.
Freddy 5 Bear?
Oh my god. We've been Freddy Fazbear the whole time.
This whole game.
Did you ever look at your hand? Did you ever look at your hands? I mean, really look at your hands. Your bare hands. Oh my god.
So while I'm down here with nothing to do, is there anything you guys want to talk about so far that you saw from Moon.exe? Gibby in the
Yeah, I guess we could speculate.
Yeah.
So like he talked to the crying child?
I think so, because it was the FNAF 4 phone. He was
on the phone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which that's really weird. And what does he say on the phone? He said
he never
sees me.
The child is crying. He never sees me.
So Afton never sees him because he's alone. He's left alone at home.
Yeah. Would you suggest it's the
How old is the crying child at this age? Like this year? What?
Yeah, sure. He shouldn't be any older than like 6. But I had a question. Because a lot of people say like Elizabeth was the golden child in quotes. So I wonder if that's referring to like they're neglected. They're neglected.
That is like, I'm sorry, but that is a backwards enginered nonsense. That is nowhere in any of the games. That's
yes, I know it isn't, but I'm just thinking about it. I'm just yeah, it's just a guess.
Oh no. So did. Oh god.
Yeah. So it seems like, and so that is okay. So we know that Edwin's house is Afton's house. Are those both the Midnight Motorist house?
Cough, cough. No.
No.
No. We'll find out, I guess.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, we might find out. What if
what
if we find a garage? That'd be so hype.
Fazan, I'm sorry for banning you, but it was part of the joke.
Did you ban him?
No, I put him in timeout for 10 seconds.
Oh, it's like banned. What are you talking?
I didn't even know I was. I just wanted to say
the same as Lore is. Oh, I don't know actually.
You're talking about the crying child's age. If he was 7 in 1983, based on Curse of Dreadbear, like if it was his 7th birthday, he would have been born in 73. I think I just saw 76. He'd have been born in 76, so he'd be 3 years old right now.
Chat, type a W for this gameplay of me running up and down the stairs.
And type a W for me finding a giant Freddy classic head.
Whoa!
Only minus I would say is that I was brought on at the very start of May. I would have loved another month of early feedback, but progress. That is good. That is good.
Yeah.
I mean, we're frustrated at the moment. I'm sure there's a million reasons why everything is the way it is and happened the way it happened. But yeah, progress. That's the main thing we should be celebrating. Look at these guys. All right, Edwin made everything.
I might as well poke around down here while I'm here.
Have you done this already? You have, right?
I have not got the secret ending.
Yeah, all this.
Yeah, the secret ending I need.
This isn't the secret ending. This is just parachute. You're just doing parachute run.
Oh yeah, we've all done parachute.
Good.
Oh
no, come on!
Fine. You got teleported back like 5 seconds.
Oh yeah, Gibby, I'm gonna show you the FNAF 3 map actually.
I saw it on TJ's stream last night.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
you did.
trippy.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, never. So it was so funny because we were like not spoiling stuff, but I was DMing Caitlin on the side to be like, they don't even know. Him and Cryo were like, we're in FNAF 3, and everyone in the chat was like, no, it's FNAF 1, you silly boys.
How is it not FNAF 3? That's the map, right?
Yeah, but it's the layout of the FNAF 1 pizzeria.
Yeah, the restaurant you're in
the
is FNAF 1. The map is FNAF 3, and you guys just kept insisting you were in FNAF 3.
But it says you. It says you on the map. It says there's a spot where you are marked.
Yeah, but that's because that's the texture from FNAF 3.
So why is that there then? So you don't think that's FNAF 3?
We don't know. The map is FNAF 3, but that's not where you currently are standing.
Well, Gibby, let me tell you something that's inarguable. Let me tell you something that's inarguable, Gibby. Ready? That part where that prototype Freddy's Pizzeria underground is later rebuilt into Circus Baby's Entertainment and Rental. Absolutely.
No.
How?
I have a different idea.
No, but
Edwin's house is Afton's house with a bunk runner. There's a giant tunnel under Edwin's house.
Unwithered. Just hide in the locker.
Or use the one that's behind you. You can sprint to the one that's behind you to the right of the stage.
There's a giant tunnel under a house that becomes Afton that goes into a giant underground workshop.
Oh yes,
this definitely becomes the bunker.
Yes, this definitely becomes Sea Bear. This definitely becomes Sea Bear.
But it should be.
I think this is all going to become Sea Bear.
Yeah.
I have a correct theory, but you're not going to want to hear it, so I'll not say it.
It's FNAF World. It becomes FNAF World.
No, it becomes it becomes the pizzeria under the Pizzaplex.
Yeah.
Yeah, FNAF 6.
I think that's the most clear part.
Not FNAF 6. But not FNAF 6.
Oh, you think it's Fred? You think it's Fredbear? It can't be Fredbear. It's already open.
The pizzeria under FNAF 6 has the the pizzeria under the Pizzaplex has the burners from FNAF 6.
Oh
Unless
right,
you
never
think
mind.
that
That
was
was
a-
True.
rude.
I didn't
forgot
see.
about
I
it.
didn't see.
Unless
the
that's
video.
Never
something
mind.
that maybe Steel will
Okay,
added
okay.
that in and Scott didn't want them to. I don't know.
Did we?
No,
does
no,
this,
no.
That would have been
Totally right.
post. Oh yeah, that would have been in Ruin or.
Would this deconfirm? Would this deconfirm? Fredbear's FFPS. I think so, right? Because it's already
Yeah.
open. Yes. Okay.
Yes, that's what I was. That's what I was saying. If this was the
Definitely.
same.
Which has always
If
just
this
been
is
like,
anything-
wouldn't it be cool if? It was never like, there's
Yeah.
no evidence for that ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking back at FNAF 6, I think it would be really cool if the job listing was meant for Edwin.
I think it was
That
just
line
supposed
is
to be a
that
random
line is
person.
brutally misinterpreted.
That'd be crazy.
Everyone's like, oh, it
Not-
wasn't
not
intended for
intended
Michael,
for
so it was
you.
intended for someone else. It was not. It's just
Probably
for some random
intended for
schmuck.
Yeah, kind of like Arnie's being used.
Yeah,
you know, he's a
but,
random
but
schmuck.
if we're later retconning anything from that game anyway, then it is a cool idea that Henry is trying to clean everything
Oh
up.
hey,
But
Ryan
Edwin's
Toast is
dead already.
He
here.
did.
Ryan Toast,
Dies.
do you want to join the call?
Well, yeah, but would Henry
Or
know
are
that
you
necessarily?
doing New Game Plus yourself?
And like
Well,
Henry didn't want to kill
we don't
the employee.
we don't know if Edwin is truly dead or alive, but it wouldn't really be a retcon because, like, it was never stated. For all you know,
Okay,
it could have
Jess.
been something specific. Hey,
Oh, people just be joining.
Yeah, my Discord notification stands are all broken, so I can never tell if anyone's hopping in or out of the call.
Ryan.
What if the
Why
mimic
does-
drove car to run over David because he wants to be an only child? That, I mean,
True,
Here we
true, so
go.
true.
What if Godzilla stepped on William F?
No, I think David was absolutely killed by William because there's a drawing in one of the earlier points of the game where David is holding two balloons and it's the exact same Fazbear Entertainment balloons that's on the van and he's wearing a purple party hat.
Alright,
did you get this
Ryan.
ending before with it? Like, the alt ending?
wait, oh, what?
I got the two normal crap. It was to one Withered again, wasn't it? Oh my god. I
No,
keep
no one
skipping
in this
the-
chat has done this
Interesting,
yet.
interesting.
No one in this call has done this yet.
Hey, this is probably
Well,
on.
no-
This probably doesn't
So
mean
no one
anything.
here's done Parachute.
I'm dead.
No,
we've
we've
all
all
done
done
Parachute.
Parachute.
We haven't
This is
done-
New Game Plus.
Yeah, New Game Plus
Parachute.
ending.
That's what I'm
Glitch,
asking,
glitch
Parachute,
permissions.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I don't think anyone's
David
mentioned
is
this yet,
being
and I don't know if it
killed.
means anything. But the FNAF 4 house is powered by molten lava. There's a wire of molten lava going up to the FNAF 4 house. So weird.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I had a theory that it's possible that Edwin was using Remnant without actually knowing. Like, if children's entertainment was like powering the robots, like love and joy and stuff like that, and it was like attaching to them, and then he was melting it down, it's possible that's like Remnant, but it's like the good version of what Afton was doing.
Or if David's soul has like possessed the entire building because the mimic has been like being spread around and he's been melting down all the robots and the everything that's going on in the building, then he could still also be making Remnant. Because there's nothing to say that Remnant is like finite. Like Remnant could be constantly generated by new emotions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if the spirit like presumably you
Yeah,
could
right.
farm
Join the call,
Remnant
but don't spoil. Right,
from one.
but don't spoil. Right.
Okay, cool. No spoilers.
Ryan Toast.
Okay.
You don't have to Ryan.
Got a change order from Hen last night.
I'm FNAF 4 housing it. I'm FNAF 4 housing it.
Yeah, so Henry's not working for Edwin. I got the change order from Hen last night.
No, he's a contractor.
Yeah, Henry doesn't work for Edwin.
Yeah, Ralph. I think you're right. I was thinking it was the case, but I think you're right. I think Ralph does. Ralph did originally, and Ralph betrayed Edwin.
Well, if
no.
I don't know.
Ralph's
I
not
guess.
a manager though.
Yeah, that's what I
He is
thought.
the-
But
I think
he thinks he is in the FNAF 1 pizzeria, or the first FNAF, the first Freddy. Sorry, I keep
No.
mixing them up. You know what I mean?
First Freddy's, yeah.
Okay,
Freddy
right
Zero.
toast. I am running up and down these stairs because I am waiting to get the New Game Plus ending with Unwithered Truth. We want to get it together. I don't want to go and get it before him, and so he's coming here. I beat the game with incredible speed, so I'm, you know.
Yeah, you were so fast. I've been playing for 8 hours.
Oh yeah, no, I did. I started fresh. The new game. I finished in 3 hours.
I love that Fredbear design.
I
so
have a 3-hour
stupid,
run on
why?
this game.
When I heard Hen and I read Hen, I just thought it was some dude named Hen. It took me after the fact to finish the game,
That's
someone told
funny.
me that's Henry. Oh,
Rye, it's in the T-Dreads VIP creator Discord. Get in there.
We might be in the hidden call because we moved.
No, we're not. We're in trailer stream.
Never mind.
anyone can see this channel.
Yeah. Watch, I can even kick Draz. Just kidding.
No.
No.
What? Fiona's a
Okay.
robot.
Some people were thinking that this is the Mexus. I think this is a Mexus
Yes,
machine.
same,
I don't
same,
think it's
same.
the
I
one under
agree.
ruin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
I
different
think-
label, but it's definitely like proves that Edwin made. the
Mexus is
machine.
Edwin.
Oh,
Believe it. Believe it's
I think the biggest giveaway was the fact that it says Fiona on it and not Mexus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not Nexus.
But if Fiona's like one of the mimics, it means like hypothetically someone can go down here and kill the mimic just by blowing up this machine.
The fuck is Ryan Toast? What's taking this guy so long? Getting lost?
I know that reference.
Apologies, by the way, chat, if I'm not looking at the chat super much. I'm just trying to get this. I'm trying to get there as soon as possible.
He's
My
unwitting.
name is Edwin. I made my
Thought the
wife.
stream was tomorrow? No way, dude.
Except
Notice
if
how
you
the
add
machine
the
is called
numbers.
F10N4. If you add the numbers 10 and 4, you get 14. It's true.
14 in the
I
chat,
wonder what-
boys.
He's not
Wonder
joining?
what
Oh,
he's
I thought he said he wanted to
Japanese.
join. Sorry, Rye. I thought you said you wanted to join. My bad,
You
my
just
bad, my
teased the
bad.
chat so hard.
I wonder what the fours meant to mean. if
Oh, you
tried
said you
making, like,
can't.
video-
Oh,
It's the
that's
letter
my
A.
bad.
It looks like an A. Yeah, it looks like an
It's
A.
leet speak for Fiona. It just spells Fiona.
I misread that, right?
Oh, okay.
I misread Ryan Toast. I'm sorry. sorry
Books are
sorry,
done,
sorry.
Drake Turtle. I'm so sorry.
Forgive me, Ryan Toast. Toast.
Yeah, I've seen people saying that they're sticking to the book still after this, and I think that's
What?
Dad, if you're just joining the
No,
stream, I'm
Frederick.
running
Mr.
up and down the
Duolingo.
stairs. I'm running up and down the stairs
took
waiting
the,
for Unreal Truth, because Unreal
The
Truth
Fight
is not here yet.
Fiction pill.
I'm getting close.
Oh yeah, do me a favor, chat, like the stream, and like on Wither stream if you're on that one. Yay! Hooray!
I wonder if someone can like clip out the map using like the cameras and see if there's anything in these rooms.
Eventually.
I think these
Soon,
end up being the
probably.
observation rooms.
If I do think he turned this into Sea Bear, but if he did, man, like dumbed it down so much, he did not rebuild the entire place.
Yeah.
That's funny. Someone sent me an image of them on yesterday watching me playing Secret of the Mimic on their Nintendo Switch, watching Raitos play it on their laptop, and watching Dawko play it on their TV. They had the mimic trifesta, the triangle of mimicry.
See, I was thinking this
All
room
right,
that's
I'm
powering
getting the
everything
elevator.
is like positive emotions attaching to the animatronics that get melted down instead of like the fear and agony that William causes.
Okay, Unwithered.
Yeah,
let's
that
do the
would have
glitch
to
room.
be-
Let's do the glitch room that's downstairs first, because I feel like that'll have the least lore.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Let's do this.
Are you here?
Oh, hang on. Yeah, I'm at the door.
Okay, ready?
Oh, jeez, sorry. Okay, where's the glitch? Where's
All
the
right,
glitch
it's
one?
far. It's far
oh,
to the left. So you go left. You turn. So after this executive door, you take a left. Then a left in the first room. Then you go through the vent, and then it's near the area where if you remember, there's like an audio distraction, and I think it's either like a fucking telescope or a piano or some shit.
This the
Oh,
purple
God.
guy's son.
We have to go left
find
out
it, I'll
the
find it,
farthest room on the left. The farthest room on the left of this hallway.
Okay.
All right, lock. Here we go, chat. Secret ending. Here we go. Lock in. I'm gonna die
All right,
a few
here we go,
times because
guys.
I'm really bad at this game, so I'm gonna die a few times for sure.
Yes, Unwithered's gonna beat this in like 2 tries.
One
Where
try.
is this guy? Why is he? He's just camping my closet, bro.
On windows in the closet.
I'm going in.
Hey,
It's Pride Month.
Yeah, I think that this is it's very similar to like a 3D version of the gameplay of Into the Pit, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like you have
Okay.
the noise
oh, that's true.
distractions.
Actually, yeah, that's kind of cool.
All right, Unwithered. I found it. It's at the end of the hallway. I found it. Do you see it? It's at the end of the hallway.
Yeah, I found it too.
I'm going in, I'm going
just
in.
Trying not to get killed.
Where's the
Oh
mimic?
wait. Oh,
Going
the
in.
mimic's right there. Oh, I can't even.
I'm in. It's nothing.
Okay, I'm
oh,
going
there's
in,
a
I'm
secret.
going in,
There's a
I'm going
secret
in.
tape. There's a
I'm
secret
in,
tape.
I'm in.
What's it say?
Oh, there's a secret tape.
Bedtime
Oh my god.
bedtime story.
Bedtime story.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
wait. Where does this go?
Okay.
Where does this go? Is there something that goes in
Where does this
here,
go?
or do we have
Wait.
to? Do we have to
This
This
block
goes
it?
in the
This wall-
tape for players.
It goes in your
by
data library,
Fiona.
right?
By Fiona, right? Like by the elevator. Is the elevator?
Yeah,
play?
yeah, yeah.
I think
How do
that's
we
like
get back?
remote.
How do we
he's
get
right
back to
outside
one of
my
those?
door.
How are we gonna get? All right,
There's
let's
probably
put it
one
in our
in
machine.
the,
Let's put it in our machine
projector room or
first. Let's put it in
something.
our machine first.
I think there might be multiple glitch permission doors.
Yeah, there is.
I never got
There's
that thing
3 or
myself.
4. There's 3 or 4.
There is.
Okay,
yeah.
that is not the room I saw. Unwithered. That is not the room I saw.
Okay. One down.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Wait,
no.
the mimic's after me.
I'm so dead. I'm so dead. Yeah, me too. Please let me in. Please let me in. Please let me in. No, come on, bro. I was right getting. Oh, man, this is the thing. Why is this thing here? Why does this game? Why does this part of the game have to be hard? Why does this game have to
Yeah,
be part
I
of the
would
Like
say
game?
if
that's
you're
the
doing
other.
this, you've already.
Alright, I'm
played
in.
it if you're doing
I'm in.
this.
I'm
It's so
blind.
crazy.
I know about one room, but only one. Okay, I made it. I made it with my tape. Okay. All right. I do not see a player
with
for
the mimic.
this.
I think the only issue is that you have to always manually reopen the door after you access it, and I think that's kind of lame.
Yes. Okay, Unwithered, I think we need to take this back to the manor on a different playthrough. I don't see a player for it in here.
What?
But you know what you should do? Open that door to that room so you can easily get there faster.
The door
Safe
always
room.
takes the same amount of time opening, doesn't it?
Door to him.
No,
Oh,
it's like
you know
once
what?
you open it the first time, it's just like real quick.
Unwithered, I have an idea.
Oh,
the
yeah.
player for it is probably in another one of the glitch rooms.
Yeah, you're right. Actually,
Yeah,
that makes
okay.
the most sense.
So let's hold on to it. Let's hold on to
I'd
it.
say actually, whatever this is supposed to be, like a bedtime story, we're gonna be playing this for something. So, I'd say whatever it is, it's in that room. It's probably the last room you go into.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna hold on to it just in case. Okay. The next one,
Yeah, I'm holding on to it too.
I think that was the only one on the first floor. I think that's the only one on the first floor.
I think so too.
Okay. Let me make sure. No, there's another one. Behind where you come in, by the kitchen, with the fridge, like right where you come in.
Yeah.
Okay, let me know when you get there.
I love the Edwin meat hook decorations. It's so funny.
Let me know when you get
Okay,
to
I'm putting it in the thing.
Okay.
All right, I am in the kitchen.
Do you see it by the black trash can?
By the black trash can in the kitchen?
It has a fridge in it. It's got a fridge in it. It's next to where the tapes are played. It's the room next to where the tapes are played. It's it's connected to it by the door.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I see it.
All right, go.
Got it.
Okay. Where are we?
Bro.
Oh, there's
Okay.
There's,
So there's
another one. There's another one.
another one.
Oh, another bedtime story. There's 2 bedtime
Bedtime
stories.
story. It's another bedtime story.
Okay. We have to put them inside of our thing then.
We have to
Isn't
finish
it-
the story. Isn't that what the sun said? We have to finish the
Yeah.
story.
Oh, finish the story.
Every
for
story
Tiger
ends
Rock.
with the
That's right,
beginning or
that's
whatever.
right. Okay. I didn't put this one in there yet. I gotta put them both in. I didn't put this one in.
Okay.
Let me do that.
Putting them both in.
You glitched.
All right, 2 bedtime stories.
Better
Crazy.
not be a
Is
case
this-
if I have to come back down here and open it up and take it upstairs and the whole
Okay.
thing.
All right, hold
This
on.
might be our candy cadet for this game.
Oh.
our equivalent.
Oh, you're
Like a
serious? That's
parable
smart.
that
That'd be cool.
matches.
I do think it's interesting that Edwin built
Okay.
Candy Cadet.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Going
Yeah,
upstairs?
he's in fact.
No, not yet. I gotta put
Anything
them
that
both in.
exists,
I gotta put them both
anything
in.
that exists in FNAF, you can assume Edwin made it.
Because the poster for Candy Cadet
Okay,
is
I'm
right next
upstairs.
to
I think we do right
Lally.
at the top of the stairs.
Okay, hold on. I'm coming.
Make
I'm
like
coming.
a
Don't go in yet. Don't go in
FNAF
yet.
rulebook,
I want to go in together.
rule 1.
I'm not.
Assume Edwin until told otherwise.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, the fucking mimic's coming upstairs. I'm so dead. There's no reason it should know that I'm up here. Come on.
These
You should
games are
grab one of the mouses and throw one down, so he stays down there.
Where is
My
he?
death count so far in this entire playthrough, including New Game and New Game Plus, is 93. FNAF 1 93 confirmed. Alright.
The mimic's stuck.
Alright, well, I'm
Come
dead.
on.
He's stuck.
You
He's
took
stuck.
too long. You took too
No,
long,
the mimic's
bro.
stuck in the floor. Oh, the mimic got stuck in the floor. I'm immortal.
That's so funny.
Look.
Wait,
I'm
hold on, I gotta-
immortal.
oh,
Look at my stream.
Damn it.
I'm immortal. The mimic's stuck in the floor.
That's hilarious.
Do you see it?
Enter the room and pause. I'm just worried I'm gonna see. I got reset to the beginning.
Wait. I
If
might
you know
actually.
you reset to the beginning of the house. That's ridiculous.
T-Dreads, that's hilarious. It's actually stuck in the floor. Don't go near it. But yeah, no, you're
All right,
home.
Don't
chat.
go anywhere near it.
New game plus God. T-Dreads at your service. Okay, he's following me in the floor. He's following me in the floor. All right, come here.
take my wallet.
Oh, I'm soft locked. I can't get past him. Oh. Unwithered,
really?
I gotta restart too. He's literally stuck in the floor.
This is crazy. They
I'm soft
cannot-
locked. I'm soft
I cannot
locked.
believe they
DJ
don't
Sturf,
have-
did you see this when you were?
DJ Sturf, did you see this?
playtesting?
Did you ever run into this? He's on the floor.
Wow, we.
I'm I've only seen like you guys have bugs. Like the only one I had was that one quick
All
save.
right. Well,
bug
I'm
that-
dead. I'm dead here. I got to restart too.
This is not a bug. This is just not
GG's.
implementing features. Like this is not.
Oh, he
The thing
can't kill
going
me.
through the
He can't
floor
kill
is
me.
a
He
bug.
can't kill me. He can't kill me.
Oh, the thing going through the floor. Yes.
Yeah,
sorry.
he can't
Yes,
kill
DJ
me. His
says,
hitbox.
"Oh, wowzers."
All right, he can't kill me. Awesome. All right, first door on the right. I'm invincible. I'm invincible.
Hang on, I gotta put these back into the safe room.
Buy a
Oh my
car.
god, I'm gonna die again.
Okay.
Oh no, no.
Chat said he's
No, I'm
mimicking.
dead.
Chat said he's mimicking the floor.
This is crazy.
Well, no wonder I
think-
didn't die. No wonder I never died. He was stuck in the floor.
If you're being chased, you don't need to worry about the chains.
What up, dumbass?
Yeah, I don't know why I
What-
did
what-
that. Because sometimes they set off the same sound effect for being seen and setting off a
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
thing.
The way I played this is that I didn't do a lot of stealth. I would bolt across it, like I would grab like one of the tapes and then bolt to that room and then play it and be fine. And what I would do is I would go through that vent to the other room with the little button with the sound. I would press that, send him over there, and then go back all the way to the cape area.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
You know, I'm
yeah.
wondering-
not-
When you're in VR in this game, how like when you are holding something in your hand, how are you going to be able to open things? I guess just use your other hand.
Oh, he got out of the floor. He got out of the floor and I died. So I got to start over too.
But then,
he
like, how are you gonna grab
he
your
decided to
data?
get out of the
Oh my
floor.
God.
Okay, I got to start over two now. On with her.
Great.
All right, it's gonna drop my
Amazing.
score down to it's gonna drop my score down to a 5 out of 10, I think.
J-Dress thought the mimic was dumb, but nah.
I should have never believed in Steel Wolf Studio mimicry. Alright.
See, sometimes sprinting alerts it, and sometimes it doesn't. I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird.
Oh, I'm locked in. I'm fucked. I'm so
Yeah,
fucked.
TD, I'm guessing you just walked far away from him and he like respawned or something.
Or I probably
New
shouldn't have.
floor hide feature. He was just joking. Oh my god.
I will never forget though that one freaking.
Okay,
puzzle
I've got my 2 tapes back.
Well, I don't.
I'm-
I gotta
I'm
get.
gonna
I
go
gotta
with
get
it.
mine now because he fucking killed
How many
my
tapes
ass.
are there
Okay,
total?
okay. I've no idea. I assume as many rooms as there are.
My kids love
Okay, T-Darts, how do you feel about me opening the door and then just going in and not looking?
No,
It's like looking at the
minus
floor.
negative aura. Minus aura. Don't do that. That's minus aura.
Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna find a locker to hide in then. Okay. Hide in
I think the
locker
most
upstairs.
useful thing here in this part of the map is use the vents and the sound cues next to them, because you can, if you know where to go, activate the sound cue, go into the vent to the other room.
Fuck!
with the
Fuck!
item
Fuck!
inside.
This gameplay section sucks, dude. This is so bad.
Use those little mice. Use those little wind-up mice and throw them around. They're good for if you send him into the door to the left, then you can go into the kitchen, and then you can pick up another one and send him back into that door to the left, and then just
I mean,
head
the
to
kitchen. He's
the one
not.
at
He
the end of
doesn't
the hall.
spawn in the kitchen anyway. I can just get the kitchen one for free every time. He doesn't spawn in the kitchen.
Yeah. It's weird because he does the first time around and then he doesn't ever again.
Yep.
I wonder if it's too late to order pizza.
Oh yeah, I'll use a mouse. I'll use a mouse this time. Easy. Okay. Put that in there. Open this. Grab a mouse. I'm gonna throw the mouse on the
So
stairs,
close
I
up
think.
Pizza Hut asking for a Faz pepperoni.
It is just
Alright.
midnight where I am. Yeah.
I got the other one. I'm gonna see if I can put it in my thing.
I beg your
Oh,
pardon?
no, his eyes are on me. He can see me through the door. Yeah. Oh shit! Please don't tell
Oh
me.
man,
you
am
got
I
me.
gonna have to go all the way downstairs and Oh man, I'm gonna have to go all the way downstairs to put the next tape in.
Am I stuck in this door? I'm stuck in this door. There's no way I can get out. He's camping it.
Well, there's one idea to make it secure. Are you upstairs?
Yeah.
Okay, do you know that the other end of the room where you have like that button with the sound cue with the vent next to it?
Mhm.
the best thing, because that vent leads to the stairwell.
Okay, all right, he left.
You can press that sound cue, go into the vent. That's what I kept
I'm upstairs.
doing.
I'm upstairs. I'm withered.
Do that. Go to the vent. Go down.
I'm upstairs,
Okay,
but I accidentally didn't pocket the tape. All right, let's go. All right, room at the top of the stairs. Room right to the right at the top of the stairs.
Let's go in. Let's go in.
All right, to the right at the top of the stairs.
Go.
Okay.
Okay, I'm in. Oh, okay.
I'm in.
Oh, we got an audio
Secret Lore.
Okay,
Let's play. 3, 2, 1, go.
Edwin, you can't put it off any longer. You need to try again. Build
Another David.
Yeah,
Interesting.
so he's been trying to build a bunch of mimics to put David into. That's
How
probably
many
what the...
mimics have you been trying to build, David?
I was gonna say, do you remember
the
the ending where you're getting chased by the proto mimics? I wonder if all those were supposed to be David. All his failed David attempts.
Oh my god.
All right, is there anything else in here? Let's look around.
I just see the big MCM logo.
Oh, there's bedtime
bucket.
story. There's another
I don't
bedtime
see
story.
anything else.
There's another bedtime story on the back table.
Oh yeah, no, I
You
have that. I have that. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna hoard them all in one spot. I'm just gonna hoard them all in this room. Okay. Alright, next room is...
Okay, go into the room to the right of the door, and Draz said that there's a vent over by the stairwell.
Please.
So if you hit
Oh.
Yeah, if
die?
you see like when you go up the stairwell, if you go like left and when you would come up, you go that way to the far left. There's like the little sound cube.
Fuck.
vent to it.
He's almost... I'm sorry, you gotta wait.
Safe.
He's almost getting me through the door. Okay, we're just gonna go to the first room that we see after we walk out of this room we were in, okay? The closest one. Let's go to the closest
Why
one.
does it say I'm talking? I'm not holding...
Wait, what are you talking about?
Is he in here?
Oh fuck.
No. This is so ass. He needs to walk the fuck downstairs, dude. They need to put distractions in these rooms. They need to put mice in these rooms for you to throw out of them.
Bonnie the Bunny made a very good point. Edwin literally created the sun and the moon. Edwin has created everything.
Okay. I can make it now. Okay.
Where are you making it to? Back to the...
So the main hallway, the main upstairs hallway, go to the first door on the right. Like, after that, the closest door. So you know the door we were just in? If you walk straight out of that door, there'll be a door on the right. The door we were just in to get that audio
There is... Sorry, Draz, I misinterpreted what you said. There is no vent in this room that I'm in.
Okay, I'm going in.
Cheetos, I'm just going to go down and get my tape safe before we do any next room.
Okay, I'm hoarding my tapes in a room. Because they won't save anyway. They won't save, there's no point. Just hoard them with you. Okay, if the mimic...
I'm just hoping the last room will just have like a big thing in it that you can just grab them all out of.
Yeah, if the mimic comes in here, I'm gonna
There's one of those rooms that has the sound cue.
Yeah, if the mimic comes
The
upstairs,
other one
I'm
to
hiding here.
yeah. There's the one to the room next to it. That's the one that you can like distract them when this room.
Yeah, I'm distracting them.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for
The vents are the most
Tom.
useful thing in this map.
Okay. All right. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay. I'm putting the tape in this. Oh god, I'm putting the tape in the safe room. I'm really hoping.
Something I noticed is that he doesn't really pay attention.
Draz, you know,
He's coming up the stairs. I'm just looking on the floor. I'm looking at the floor. He's coming up the stairs. I'm looking at the floor in the room. I haven't seen a thing.
You have played this already, yes?
Not the secret ending, but I did play the second.
But you've played the part with the moon ending? No?
No, I've not done
that's
the
New Game
secret
Plus.
ending myself.
We're the first ones of our group to play this. We're the first ones of our group to get this far.
Okay, cool.
Also, I haven't. I've watched what it was, but I haven't played it.
Yeah. I'm saying I've got pretty good at this section because I noticed he doesn't really care too much about the chains. If you're really close to him, yeah, he'll notice you. But if he's upstairs, you can run through the chains and he will not run down. At least what I played.
Yeah, no, I was already yesterday. It's just I'm. If I grab a nearby tape, it'll save. Oh, if I grab like one of the MCM ones, that could be true.
Unwithered.
There should be a room where you're meant to put them. That's what I thought.
If you go up the stairs, take a left when you go up the stairs. There'll be a door on the right side of the hallway.
On the left,
No, the first one on the right.
Oh,
take a left. Yes,
right
take a
side of the
left when you go
hallway,
up the stairs, and on that.
Okay, I'm going in.
Are you in?
Okay, I'm in.
Okay, all right. I see Endo on the table. There's an Endo on the table. 2 legs. Oh, legs. Two legs. Interesting.
Yeah.
And
Oh
a
yeah.
moon.
Wait. Yeah.
Yeah. A moon. They have 2 toes though, so it is not
Another bedtime. The bedtime is over by the door. Oh look, they have
Oh,
this.
they have
This
the
is where we
the
get
thing
our
to,
stuff.
to store
This is
them.
where
To
we-
store them. Oh, this
Yeah,
is where we
yeah,
play.
yeah.
This is
Okay,
where we play
cool.
them. This is where we play them. Okay. Let's wait till we have all of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. There's one here in the corner.
Where is it?
I'm just gonna put it in the machine.
Wait, where's the tape?
It's on the little table. No, beside the door, to the right of the door. Gibby, are you here?
Oh, I see it. I see it. I think
Is
Gibby's
Gibby
dead.
here? Is he gone?
Okay, wait. Can we put them in without? All right. I don't think we can put them in without it playing.
No, I don't think so. I think
I'm gonna hoard them. I'm gonna hoard them all
slot
in this
thing.
room.
Okay.
Hoarding
Good
them in
luck.
this room. Okay. So let me, before we do the next room, let me go get both my tapes because I put my tapes in the other room.
My suggestion for like map control is you can really heavily control like what floor he's on just by using the vents, pressing the sound cue next to it. Because downstairs, if you press that one that's by that other room next to the staircase, you activate that, go to the vent to the other room, you can literally just run up the stairs and he won't
God,
see
this
you.
game sucks. Get a different pet. Why would you put this AI in such a narrow? My God. I'm sorry. It's so tedious.
It's difficult. It makes it difficult.
Yeah, but it makes it tedious.
Yeah, it does.
There's
It does
different
feel a little
differences. Yeah.
The only change I would make it so you can take this vent from the stairs, but you can't jump up that little like half a foot gap for some reason.
Oh God. Sorry. Okay.
All right, hold on. Wait for me.
Well, Arnold doesn't know how to jump apparently. Like he never was taught how to jump.
Okay, they don't play anything when you put them in. Chat says they don't play anything when you put them in, so
Oh,
we
I
should
got
put
it.
it in. Put it in because they autosave
you sure?
apparently. Yeah, put
Are
it in
you
'cause
sure?
apparently they autosave.
Oh, that's how it saves. Okay, okay. I did just get a little autosave indicator, but that's because I picked up one of the MCM films.
Okay, I'm gonna put it in here and see if it autosaves.
Okay, okay. Good to know. Good to know.
They do. It does autosave. It autosaves after each tape you put in. Okay, thank God.
That's crazy.
Collectibles, storytime tape. Take that.
Okay, the mimic's tweaking. Just give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna go upstairs. Yeah, where's Gibby? We gotta wait for Gibby. Where did he go?
Storytime tape.
Oh, no, 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 no. Please save. Please have saved. Did I just juke him? I swear to God, I thought I died.
I was
Gibby.
listening. It's okay. I was posting
Oh,
the
you're
very
back, you're
important
back,
video
you're back.
on my channel.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
that happened. Yep. Not to harsh anyone's
What is-
buzz, but when this stream is over, please go to my channel and check out the very important video I just posted. Again, after this is over, it's not
What is it
vital.
called?
Do that.
You will see when you're there.
It's important.
Okay.
Give me your mod. Spam the chat with the link.
All right, boom.
kidding.
That can be after this.
All right,
don't
I
wanna
got 2
ruin
left. I got 2 left to get on with it. We have 2 left to get, and I think they're both on this floor. All right, are you ready to go to the next room?
Oh.
Just give me. I'm gonna put them all in and save them.
Okay.
So
That's
that's
nice.
what the doors are
Save
for.
them.
And save them.
Save them.
Save them.
Eugene Krabs.
Where are they? They're in collectibles. Storytime tape. Yeah.
Did anyone see that Penguins, like, Voice Critical played Secret of the
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I saw these.
He probably didn't
I
like it
haven't
though. He
watched
doesn't
it
like
yet.
these games.
He said like,
No,
maybe
Oh my
this
God!
is-
Oh my
this
God!
is
Oh my God!
something.
Oh my God! Unwithered! Unwithered! Position
Yeah?
yourself at the entrance of the room. Position yourself at the entrance of the room. Okay.
Hang on. Yeah. Just give me 2
All right.
seconds.
All right. Put your back against the door.
bring in
Put your back
them.
against the door.
Yeah.
Walk forward to the table.
Uh huh.
Turn left. Walk towards that dresser.
Uh huh.
Look down and to the left.
There's an arm sticking out of the closet, right?
No,
I'll
the
be
painting. The
right
painting. The
back.
painting.
Oh my God! It's security
Oh.
breach.
It's security breach ending. Tree. Security breach tree ending.
Gregory and an endo.
It's a stripe.
No,
He's a
that's
striped
David
shirt.
and Fiona.
He's got a striped shirt. No, he's got a striped
It's
shirt.
David
Look
and
closer.
Fiona.
Look closer. He's got a striped shirt.
Yeah, I think he does.
I'm gonna
It's
open-
David and Fiona. So is
White
Glamrock
shirt,
Freddy
brown
Fiona?
eyes.
I'm gonna open it in Photoshop.
Look. Yeah. I'll brighten it up. The kid has a striped shirt. There's a-
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah, I think he is. I think he does. I
Gregory
think I can
is
see
none
it.
other than
That's-
the crying child.
That's the factory in the background.
Yeah, but they're sitting
is.
under a
Yeah,
tree
yeah,
on a
yeah.
hill. Look, it's a
Yeah,
It's the same tree.
That's
It's the
crazy.
same
It's
tree.
referencing those endings. But
So
like,
wait, David. There's no way David is.
scene.
There's no way Gregory's David. There's no way.
Well,
Yeah, he
It's
is.
another David. It's another David.
Mimic is remaking David through Gregory.
But the crying child had a
Yes,
striped
the
shirt.
Mimic.
So is David Afton
because
David Murray?
Steel Wool misunderstood Scott telling them we're gonna be remaking a child, and they thought it was gonna be the crying child, but he always intended it to be David Murray. That's our theory.
Oh.
Gregory was supposed to be David, but they
so
made
we're
him
gonna
David
find
by
out
accident.
Yeah, what's up?
We're gonna
T-Dread.
find out that Dave is
Yes.
also a recreation.
Do you know of
That's my
another
current
David
thought.
theory? Like the full.
I don't
like,
know the full
scope
theory.
of it?
I know there is a theory that Gregory is a rebuilt David. Yes, I know that's a theory. And there's also a theory that Gregory
It's
is a
not
rebuilt.
rebuilt.
Well, that's what I mean.
It's
It's
more
meant to be
like
him. Meant to be
reshaped.
yes. Meant to be
Yeah.
him.
He's
Yeah.
being brainwashed. Yeah. So we've got 3 out
Yeah,
of 6. right?
that's what I believe.
Then would Vanessa be meant to be
Realistic, yeah.
Fiona then?
No, I think
that's
Vanessa's
also
meant to be
my-
I think
Elizabeth.
that's them misunderstanding. I think that's them
I
misunderstanding.
think Vanessa's meant to be
They thought it
Elizabeth
was
and Steel Wool's
David and
idea.
Elizabeth, yeah.
No.
Yeah, that
my
kid-
my
that
current
kid-
thought
yeah,
is
that's
that
crazy.
Fiona takes
Wait.
over Vanessa, and the David mimic
Okay.
takes over Gregory.
Okay.
So teachers are going across the hall.
Well,
Across the
yes.
hall?
Listen, Unwithered. In these other rooms, though, let's look at the floor like really carefully because I almost missed that.
That's insane. Yeah, that's a really good catch. Good job.
Okay. Across the hall right now. Go.
Go.
Oh, schematics. Schematics.
Oh, I'm opening it. Schematics.
Oh, we've already seen all these. We've already
These
seen all
same-
of these.
All of these same. This is the thing. Like, just make a few more, please.
Okay, let's look at the before we play the audio. Let's look at
The
the floor.
drawings are even the same.
Before we play the audio, let's look at the
Yeah.
floor. I found Mr. Huffle. I found a Mr. Huffle one.
Mr. Huffle.
Oh, I lied.
Yeah,
Never
those ones
mind.
are all torn up.
Never mind. I thought I found Mr. Huffle. It was a piece of
Same
moon.
blueprints.
I'm
I
shocked.
just want a few more. I know no one's gonna usually be looking at these, but like, just a handful. Just a handful.
Okay.
different
It'd be
ones.
crazy if they had like one really important blueprint and it was just in a random part, like on the floor
Yeah.
somewhere.
All right. 3, 2,
wait, the audio?
1.
Go.
For the
Yeah,
last
oh, sorry.
time, no, it wouldn't be him.
Oh.
Who am I kidding? You're not really you. I've been
So is it just the mimic? Is it just the AI?
So Fiona is trying to make him
Make
recreate
David,
him, but
yes.
he doesn't want to.
all this time wasted.
Okay,
I should
look.
have been having fun with him.
Oh,
I think you're
look,
assuming
finally he
that
noticed.
This is the mimic.
But I didn't.
Edwin Care.
You. I
Oh
let a
my God.
machine
He
raise
hates
my
Fiona.
kid.
Oh, he's
You're
redeeming
not
himself.
real. What was I thinking?
You do not mean that.
Oh my God.
It's me.
Oh.
I'm Fiona.
It's so creepy though.
Stop talking like
It's really
you're
weird.
not her. I never want to hear or even think about you ever again. Ever.
Interesting.
So he finally came to his senses.
Interesting.
Okay.
Wow,
So-
took him long enough.
I'm gonna ask this one more time. Do we think that actual Fiona, is in the mimic, or is the mimic just copying her really well?
No. It's
I
just copying
think
him.
there's very clearly possession going on.
Oh my god, Gibster.
You're the only one.
I don't
who
know. I
thinks
think it's
there
fair
is.
to say that there's. Yeah, I think.
I think it's
fair to say
agony,
that there
not
is,
possession.
But
I know you're all gonna hate me for this.
That's the same thing in
what's the
FNAF.
difference?
No.
Okay,
It's
let's put this
agony,
back.
it's
Let's put
Charlie
this
Brown.
back.
Look,
Yeah.
you know,
Let's-
you know the tiger chase sequence. That's agony, right? Like we can agree that it's an agony.
That's a
imprint.
fucking ghost. Yeah, that's a ghost for sure.
I'm dead.
Come
sorry.
on.
See, it's a ghost. Not David isn't possessing.
How
a
did you die? You have to
supernatural
walk across the
tiger
hallway.
They're talking about Fiona.
It was right out the door.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
right at.
I'm using it
Okay.
as an example. Except I can't finish my point. So okay,
It's Charlie Bot.
Oh,
Sure.
We missed
Yeah, I
we
agree.
missed something
Good
else.
example.
We missed something else. In the tape room, where you put all the tapes. Are you back there?
2 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not yet.
I'm going back in now in just like 2 seconds. I'm back in here. Yeah. I'm
Look
putting
in the dresser.
fourth
Look
tape.
in the dresser. It's Mimic 2.
There's a robot arm.
No, in the dresser. Look in it. It's
Oh,
his legs.
is
Mimic,
that-
these are the legs on the blueprint we
That's
found
a-
earlier.
Oh, are they?
Yes,
Oh shit.
they are. Look at the yeah. This is the we found the blueprint for this earlier in Tiger Rock section. These are the Mimic 2 legs.
Interesting. Oh
Okay.
look, there were three photos hung on the wall, or 4? Is there?
Oh, in
There was
here?
3 stuff
Oh, yeah,
hung
you're
on the
right.
wall. There's-
Oh wait, what if there's other pictures in here and we haven't found them? What if we found one of them, which is that
look
one?
at the-
There might be other portraits we have to find.
Yeah, that's good storytelling.
on
having
the other wall, there's
blanks on the wall next to a camera on the desk, saying that there's pictures that are missing.
Okay, in the other rooms, let's look for more pictures. All right, ready? We have one more tape.
Where are we going?
Okay, the next next closest one. So
one more tape. We have 2 more tapes.
2 more. Oh, I have one more. Lamau. Okay. It's okay. The farthest one down. The farthest one down the hall. It's the farthest one down. That's the next
At the
one.
very end of the hall.
Yep. All right, go in. Ready?
Did I miss getting the other one? Yeah.
I'm in the bathroom.
It's a bathroom. Yeah.
There's no tape player in here. There's no tape player in here. Just a.
It's just
thick toilet paper.
Bedtime story tape. Yeah.
Why is there pink on the
And
ceiling?
because-
Look at that. There's pink on the ceiling. Weird.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
When
Okay.
TJ started streaming at the very beginning, Caitlin was like, "I found a file texture in here for some very thick toilet paper."
Must be that.
What I think that was, yeah.
Okay, I have 5 of 6. Do you have all of them now?
I have all of them. Okay, I'm gonna wait. I'll wait. I'm gonna wait.
after. Okay, yeah. Give me just 2 seconds.
Okay.
Story time tape.
Story
Story time
jump
tape.
stitch
Oh,
line.
What?
A new theory.
I think the game is
Andrew
completely
line.
fucked, but okay, I got it.
Got it.
Wait, no, I don't have it. Wait, where did it go?
Check your PC.
Oh, I think my game's bugged. Yeah. It just disappears when I try to pick it up.
Oh dear.
I'm back. Oh, yes, you playing the tapes?
I'm
dear.
ready
It's
to.
bugged.
I'm ready to.
I swear to God, if I bug that in the last second, I'll.
Are you
freak
sure
out.
you don't need to go back and? Well, if you die, it's to respawn the one you don't have because you saved all the other ones.
Oh, I got it. Okay, there was one real one in the machine. All the rest.
Okay,
of them
all right,
were
let me get it.
Okay.
Put them in.
Oh,
Okay, hold on.
I put them on it. I put them in.
Oh,
Sorry.
you asshole! All right, hold
Oh,
on.
the
Don't say
vent
anything.
thing.
Don't say anything.
It opened up a vent.
Okay, all right. I'll go in once I. Well, let me. Don't go in it. Don't go in it. I'm
not going
No.
anywhere.
All right, let's go. Are you going?
Okay,
Yeah,
go
I'm
in there.
withered and
let's go.
teacher
Let's go.
sucks.
Oh, I'm so excited. This is probably the room I saw. I'll bet. I bet this is the room I saw.
You need to.
Oh my
invent
God! Wait,
Arnold.
this is a guess. I genuinely don't know. I swear, if this is like the FNAF 4 bedroom testing chamber.
Oh no!
Oh my
Go in
God!
next to the-
It's over.
Oh, the war is cooked. The war is
It's
cooked.
over.
The
We're
war
in
is cooked.
FNAF
Notice how it's
4.
not one. Notice how it's not
What?
1-to-1, but it's clearly meant to
not
be
FNAF
derivative.
4.
Yes, it's
Yes.
FNAF
It's not
4.
FNAF 4.
Even
It's
to the
derivative.
point,
My
even
heart
to the
just goes
point where
a
there's
mile a
stars on
minute.
the wall. Even to the point where there's stars on the wall, like
How
in
many?
FNAF 4.
How many stars?
How many? Count them. 1,
5,
2,
6, 7,
how many?
8.
6, 7, 8.
8.
No.
There's 8.
9.
Nine.
There's
Oh my
one over
God.
here.
Hogwarts houses.
Wait.
Okay,
Yeah.
what's in here?
crocodile,
What's in here?
bear, fox,
The purple phone.
and
The
rabbit.
purple phone's not here. The purple phone's not here. Weird.
The 2
Is that
soldiers.
Oh wait, look,
What?
it's got the 2 soldiers from Jackie's.
Oh, it was
This could
his
be like
room.
legit. Yes, this is David's
It's David's room.
but it's not. But
Well, we know that
Wait, can I say
Afton
something?
but
Afton buys his
Can I say something?
house. Yeah, go ahead.
so
yeah,
it is a test chamber.
Afton gets his house.
Look. The right.
Afton
The
just
right.
moved here.
Unwithered.
Afton just moved here.
Unwithered.
I
Look at the
Yeah.
right side of the
Remember,
room.
FNAF
Look at the right side of the room. It's from the teasers. His little toy from the teasers. The right side of the room. The little thing. On the
We don't
floor.
know
On the
what
floor.
right
On the right
means.
side of the room.
We don't know what right means.
Okay,
do you
from the
mean by
entrance,
right?
from the
Right.
vent. If you're at the vent and you walk forward and you go right,
Yeah.
you can see his little toy from the teasers.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
a little
some of
wire
those
thing.
are-
That's a little wire on the
we
floor
call it
next
the
to the pillow.
doctor's office.
Oh, weird. There's like a
wire.
Hogwarts. There's
Oh,
like a
this little
Hogwarts
thing.
poster. Hogwarts poster of Freddy
Yes, I
Bonnet
said that.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. Crocodile, purple bear, red fox, blue rabbit.
Okay. So at
Oh,
some
okay.
point,
It's a big
at
toy
some
chest.
point, Afton must
This looks a lot like the box.
at some point Afton must remodel this house because there's only one door right now, but we know there will be 2 doors eventually.
Oh
No,
my
I think this is
God.
going to be based off of this room. I think this is the real room.
But we're under.
Oh, wait. So is
ground?
this the
Question-
one
Oh,
we
look,
see?
no,
this
we've
is-
got a storybook.
this is the
Look, we've
house.
got a
Wait,
Wait,
storybook.
not yet.
Wait, guys,
I want to see as much as we can before we
FNAF 4 is a
progress.
dream. FNAF 4
Okay,
is a
all right,
dream.
listen. The sister location surveillance room. Is it this room? Because we
Yes,
only see the
debatable.
closet. Remember, we only see the closet. From that angle, we don't see the doors. I don't think, or do we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
What do you want to check? What do you want to check now? And with it, we can't open the. Oh my
You
God.
have to press the buttons. Press the
Okay.
buttons in the order.
Oh,
of
look at
thing
Tiger Rock on the
wall.
floor. Look at Tiger Rock. It's being
Yeah,
projected
he's
from
on both
both
There's
sides.
2 locks.
Tiger
There's 2
Rock
locks.
is a
There's
projection.
2 locks. There's 2 locks. Check the closet. The left side closet. There's 2
Tiger
locks
Rock
on it.
is a projection.
It's 2 golden locks. There's 2
no,
golden
no, no.
locks on the
Ain't
closet.
no way. You're lying.
No, check the left side of the
Can't
room.
open the
From the
closet.
entrance, from the vent.
We
Take
can't
the left
open
side.
the closet.
Yeah, no, but look, there's a key. There's a missing key.
Can you imagine there's a Foxy in there?
I think.
Little
Okay, what do you want
Foxy.
to do now, Wither? Where are the buttons?
You mean wardrobe? You said closet. You mean
Okay.
You mean the
wardrobe.
wardrobe?
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Or-
Oh, you want to? We have
Press
to do the
buttons
Hogwarts
in
logo. The
order
Hogwarts logo.
of the Hogwarts crest.
Okay.
Yes. Alligator first.
Alligator? No? Bear?
No, it's bunny. It's bunny, chicken, bear, fox.
Alligator, bear, fox, bunny.
Oh.
Unless yours is different.
Oh, mine's different. Mine's
That would
different.
be wild.
Mine's different, I think.
No, it's not.
Oh.
All right.
So it's randomized.
Wait,
each time.
T-Dreads, look at yours. I'm on your stream.
Purple.
Yours is different. Yours is different. Wow.
Oh.
Yours has a
okay.
chicken and ours
So we
doesn't.
also have
Wait,
a
it didn't work.
we
it
also
didn't
have a
work.
chicken and a dog.
And mine
It
didn't
didn't work for me either.
Wow.
Such
What time is
Look around for more clues. Look around for more clues.
What time does the clock say it is?
Chicken. Blue bear.
What time's the clock say it is, Wizard?
I think you need an item or something, but I don't know
Oh.
where it is.
Yeah, it didn't work. It's not
1:30.
working. It's not working. We must need something else. Can we open the closet or no?
No, we
cannot.
we clipped into the closet, but no.
Can we open the chest? No.
It's gotta It's gotta be. It's gotta be the poster. Alligator, bear, fox, bunny. You tried that?
Yeah, I tried.
Yeah.
Mine is bunny,
Alligator,
chicken. Mine's bunny,
bear.
chicken, bear,
I'm
fox.
I'm generally confused. Are there any items you might have in the thing you could grab back?
No. No.
Yeah, mine's not working.
Sure not.
Do the animals match the color?
Yeah, they do. Well, you got to go close.
Yeah,
It's weird lighting. It's weird lighting, but walk close
Green,
up to it, they do.
purple. Green, purple, red, green.
Maybe it's backwards
Their
for some
numbers
reason.
No, they
associated with
don't.
them at all, maybe?
They don't.
Wait.
They don't. They don't mix the
They do.
colors.
Green, purple,
Look at
red,
that.
blue.
Wait, look at the panel. It's a paw.
Oh yeah, you're right.
It's a paw.
Yeah, it's also projecting Tiger on the floor.
Maybe.
It's a
Wait.
Do we have to go
I
get?
actually-
Do we have to go get Tiger Rock?
Do we have
Oh,
him?
and put him
Do we have
there?
access
We
to
need
him?
that. Yeah, we do.
Oh, we need to
should.
put him in his little
we have
house.
to
All
put
right,
him on the
let's go
blueprint.
put him in his little house.
Yeah.
We should have him as an item. Let's go put him in his little house.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going back to the vent.
Yeah, saying use the tiger plush. Use the tiger plush. I'm assuming that's what we gotta
It's
do.
so random that this is
I mean, if he's
randomized. Like,
possessing the
why? Of all
tiger,
things.
maybe.
You're gonna love this.
Oh, you're spoiled? You spoiled it for
Tiger
yourself?
doll.
I did by accident. I went on Twitter.
Okay,
It's
I know what
so-
I know what happens. I know what happens in
just-
here,
just-
but I'm pretending not to.
Shut your mouth. Shut
Wait,
your
you-
mouth.
I love that little freaky dude.
Yep,
I make much of that.
I want a real merch. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I have the doll.
got
Do you have the
two
doll?
Hex is making
He's
it.
True David.
Hex is making it real. We can get one on
Awesome.
the 20th.
Oh.
Wait,
Okay.
what? Hex?
Oh.
Yeah, Hex is making a Tiger Rock plush.
Yes.
Oh,
What
No,
happened?
I need that. Please.
Oh.
Wait, what happened? What'd you do with it? What'd you do with the doll? What'd you do with the doll?
You put it
Put
on.
the tiger rock on the top. Just click it.
It's not working.
Yes, it
It's
is.
not working.
On the
I've
paw
tiger-
print.
I am. It's
On
not
the
working.
paw print.
It's not working.
Wait,
I
wait,
am. Look at my
shh.
stream.
Oh my god.
Look at my stream. I am doing it. Mine's broken.
Just,
Shut up, you guys.
shush. Just click the top of it. Click the top of it.
That's what I'm doing. Click.
With
Yep,
the
I am.
tiger rock in your hand.
Yep. Can you
Oh
go
my
my,
God,
look at my
pause it,
stream? Okay,
unwithered.
finally it worked. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, I see it.
Okay.
You're
Oh,
just
the mimic.
Silly.
You have to press the buttons in the right order, so
I see it,
memorize
I see it,
the
I see it.
sequence before you do that.
Oh my god. So that's Fiona as M1 question mark?
Yes.
Wait.
Yeah, I
You're
think so.
It's just watching it.
Wait, I think it's an audio recording because you had Edwin
Oh, it's
there
a
too.
kid. It's a kid.
Do you remember how our story began?
No, but it's Fiona talking.
Once
But you also
Okay.
have Edwin.
Welcome to bedtime. Would you like a story to help you sleep?
Did the order change? Do you have to?
Look at the banner. Look at the banner behind you.
Oh,
and
it killed me.
it's
It
in the
killed
right
me.
order.
Did it kill you?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, look, it can shrink. It can shrink. That's so cool.
Oh, it changes its size, so it really is like
Yeah.
the Tails one now.
Yeah,
yeah.
I definitely think that's
it's
him too.
it lines up perfectly with Tails, but it's not Tails because Scott is
we
stupid.
got to go back and get Tiger Rock.
Alligator,
Green.
bear, fox.
Purple.
There's no way you have enough.
Oh.
No. Oh.
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 The
Purple bear.
Bear.
Top left. Top left.
I had it already.
Yeah, sorry, chat. I'm behind.
What's next?
Fox.
I think it's the fox.
The fox.
Fox. Fox.
Yeah, and then last will be the blue bunny.
Okay. Got it. Okay, let's go. I'm back now. Blue, yellow, purple, red for me.
Hold on.
Let's go.
Missing. David? Where's David?
Yellow, purple, red.
Come out, wherever you are.
Blue, yellow, purple, red.
There you are. Do you remember how our story
Oh my god.
begins?
Wait, hold on.
Once upon a time.
Oh my god. They started a band.
Blue, yellow.
That's right.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
I see.
I'm gonna just pause this.
Alright,
T-Jazz,
pause
you
it.
tell me when you
Alright.
catch up.
When I catch up to, or where'd you have? Did you finish the puzzle? Did you finish the puzzle?
The moment the story
Yeah.
ends, yeah.
That's
Okay.
right. A clumsy
He's just at the start of it.
and spilled
Wow.
Holy
Fun
moly!
picking them up.
What?
I don't like
So much fun.
whatever's about to happen. You hit them one at a time, TD.
Gibby.
Jeez. What?
Fiona.
Liban, what did you miss? You keep going in at the craziest times.
Joined the others and offered to
You're
I feel like I
laughing,
did
but
earlier after
No, I was laughing at
What did I
Jack.
miss? Only one of the most influential lore points in
Yeah.
the whole game.
Yeah. Only like clarifying that
So
FNAF
Chico-
4
oh, no,
is
never
an
mind, it's a
underground
different
test chamber.
Well, no, this house is above ground.
This
This
house
is
is
this
above
is Murray's Manor.
Okay.
Yeah, this is just a recreation of the. Afton just recreates this later.
Was your favorite toy a plastic purple
I don't
phone?
think. I mean, this is all based on Didophobia, that it was like underground chambers that created
Well,
the
sister
the
location
Crying Child, right?
implies.
Wait.
Yeah, but we don't see that under sister
though,
location.
wait
I think
though,
that he
wait though.
just put. I think the experiments happened in the
Okay,
actual
okay,
room.
I finished the story. He's his eyes are blinking.
Okay, hang on. Everyone, be quiet. Let's just experience this together. Okay,
Right, do we
everyone
screw
ready to
him?
put
Do
it
we
in?
screw him in?
Sorry, pause.
Room in.
Yes. Okay, I'm screwing him in
All
three.
right, ready? Three,
Three,
two,
two, one. Screw him.
two, go.
Wait, is he alive? Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, is it David or is he dead? Oh.
I just.
Oh,
Oh.
he's sentient.
Oh.
What?
He's sentient.
Wait, notice how it flashes green and it goes to blue?
Wait.
Oh, what the fuck? He's sentient.
Another David. This is insane.
Can we kill it?
What's wrong with you, T-Dreads? What?
We're gonna smother
I don't know
it.
if you
Yeah.
saw what the achievement was called.
No.
Yeah, it was called.
Yeah. Fix what is broken.
No, wait.
Oh, he
It
is
was
dead.
called
Yeah.
Story Time. Fix
He
what
did
is
die.
Oh, he's dead.
He went to sleep.
Moon.exe is about the mimic.
Can anyone else not move? Oh.
Yeah, I can't move.
Oh, well,
It's
that's-
dead. The
that
game's
was it.
over. That's
Okay.
it.
It just makes
No, I
last.
think he's sleeping. I think he's just sleeping. Wait,
This thing isn't canon, by the way. Can we agree on this? It's just impossible. It can't be canon.
We have to talk about it for a few minutes.
wait.
Think about
I
it.
think
It's
what's
not
happening there
canon.
is, I think the green indicates like Fiona, but it goes to blue because like innocent David's like blue. I think blue represents David.
My
Green
game
and
is
blue
so
like the
loud.
tiger
Music's
eyes.
so loud.
So,
It can't be canon. That's for sure.
I can't skip the
I
credits.
think you can't skip it. I think the canonical ending is the parachute one without the secret.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So what
Fiona,
was that?
Fiona is the storyteller. Okay.
There is no storyteller. That's only a
Yeah,
Tales
there
thing.
isn't. There isn't.
There could be a storyteller in the games.
There can be, but there's
We
no
don't
reason
know.
to think there is.
Well, just because like these stories
It's
aren't
the one
well
that's in
accurate
the
doesn't mean they're
factory,
not
but that's
trying
not
to
the same thing.
derive from like what they're trying to tell us. Fazbear having a mimic AI hooked up to all their systems, doing all this stuff for them. That's very likely.
so
what they
that
do
was
in the
us.
games.
That was us doing what Edwin couldn't do and resurrecting David,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
But that implies that when Afton bought the house, listen to me. So if we go with Return to the Pit
It was
logic,
there.
listen, yeah. If we go to Return to the Pit logic, all the routes we didn't follow could have happened. So when Afton bought the house, the mimic was in the closet. So he could have used its technology for Circus Baby or whatever.
Wait, no. 'cause
I have
if the alt
theory.
ending
And he-
happened, that
Then he's
mimic
on
fell
fire.
down.
Yeah.
Huh?
He fell
I
down.
think
He's
there are
trapped.
two mimics.
Oh, does the
I
house
think there's
burn down or is
M1,
it the
that's
underneath?
Fiona, and there's M2, and that's David.
There are
Well, there's
two.
three.
M2
There's
is
three
David,
now.
M1
There's
is
three
Fiona.
endos.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like
How do you know that
physical
wasn't
mimics,
M2?
not AIs. I'm talking about
Yeah.
actual mimic endoskeletons.
Yes, the one that goes to your
Good.
car crash is M1 Fiona, and the one that burns
Yes.
is M2 David.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. the one you heal is M2. So in the canonical ending, M2 falls down to where we find him in ruin, right? He's burned, he's trapped down
Yes.
there for
No,
a very
that-
long time. But
The one in the
M1's out
closet
there
can't be
doing
M2.
whatever.
The one in the closet can't be M2.
Why?
It was sealed in there.
M2 is in the house.
How'd he get in the
There's a
closet?
closet.
There's one entrance.
He teleports in the game?
No, it's supposed to be a different endo. We know that Edwin's made a bunch of them. Edwin made a ton of them.
No, because
Yeah,
I disagree, Dre.
Fix M2. His dialogue says fix M2. The whole, if it's not M2, then why is she saying fix M2?
M2 is a model. It's model M2. That's not doesn't mean like there's multiple like Honda Accords in the world.
The mimic that you fight in your car crash is the same one that you drop into lava, exact same model.
I don't think it is.
So
No, the
presumably
one's eyes are farther apart.
what-
The one that
that's on
attacks
the
you in your
proof,
car
yeah.
has eyes that are farther apart.
Wait, paint the bit articulate this. Is the reason why the mimic in the game is attacking you because he's fully rage-filled. What you're being taught there is that you're teaching that mimic to not give in to rage, stuff like anger, stuff like that. If that was another mimic
game is
too,
still loud.
it would not be filled with rage. The only one that's filled with rage from Edwin destroying it would be M2. The
How
one
to
who's
get in the
chasing them whole
closet
game.
when there was
Yeah,
one
I
entrance? There's no
agree.
way.
I think it's so crazy that we have like the mimic in the FNAF 4, like not the FNAF 4, but a very similar bedroom to FNAF 4, and its name is David, and we put him back together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. FNAF 4 bedroom. A kid lives in it whose name is Dave. You have to put him back together because he's broken. He manifests as an animatronic that also makes you hallucinate and can teleport around. So it's so similar to the Crying Child's whole shtick. It's so weird. It's so weird.
This
So
is
people-
insane. Okay.
So that room obviously had resemblance to the moon, moon.exe room.
Mhm.
And there was a monster in the closet in that.
Yes. Wasn't there another door? Vent behind the door? Apparently, Chad's saying there's another door. Too late now.
There's a locked door. The would be the door.
Oh yeah,
to
we
the
can't get
hallway.
in there. We can't get in there. We couldn't move.
Oh yeah, that
you can
door
get
you can't
through it,
is bar from the other side, moon.exe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I also like as much as that was FNAF 4, it also wasn't literally FNAF 4.
It's the house on the hill. It's the house on the hill.
Yeah. House on the
Actually-
hill down by where
Wait. It could be because there was the fact that in FNAF 4 you have like the outside sounds, you have the sky view. So like Afton could have recreated an underground version, but what you see in FNAF 4 is the actual house.
I just mean it's not literally the same room because it's not the same layout. It's obviously supposed to invoke that, but I'm not entirely convinced on what it might mean.
Well, whatever that is, it's
So it
not.
can't-
It's,
Or he remade it.
Okay.
Oh,
hang on.
it
It's not
makes
the Midnight
sense.
Motors
It's making
because
sense.
It's on the second floor.
well, yeah, but the house
can I
the
propose
house
something?
blows up in the true ending, so I think he just
Yeah,
rebuilds
sure.
from the same property.
The FNAF 4 minigame house is before they moved into this one. It has to be.
No, because this is after that they
But
would
then
have moved.
why did
this
they
is-
live in the FNAF
this
4
is
house?
before they would have moved in.
Yeah, but
Wait,
they
it's
should
the
live in
same
an
house.
minigame house is
It happens
83.
in '83.
Yes, I know it does. I know that. I'm aware of that. I'm aware of that. How though?
Mm-hmm.
Why are they in the FNAF 4 house then? If they should have the property by now, by 83. This is clearly not the minigame house. Clearly not.
I don't know.
Imagine FNAF was not the Afton.
You know what solves it is loop victim.
I don't think
So-
Loop Victim solves this.
No,
Nothing solves this.
In the canonical, or what we're guessing is the canonical ending, everything burns down, which would allow William to acquire the land and potentially things that are found in it.
The mimic, yeah.
Yeah.
Which could be like if one of the rooms in this house is Michael's living room from sister location, that would be why it's in the Pizzaplex, because the Pizzaplex was built around the property, and they kept Mike's room intact for some reason.
Afton does say he owns the land in the email.
Yeah.
No, we saw the email, Max, with the I own the land, Lamau. That thing.
Yeah, he says he'll never demolish it. Sorry, I just wanted to say I got a super chat there, so I should say it. Where'd it go? Oh, it disappeared. It was Sauce's best one, I believe. That was obviously us giving David his happiest day, where both of his parents were taking care of him.
So you think he moved on when he shut his eyes?
Oh, so then it would be the ghost.
I think
yes,
so, yeah.
That would be the ghost then. Yeah. If it
Do
so
y'all
Yeah, I think what happened
That's a good
is
interpretation, that's
we basically are using the AI, the mimic, to give the child's spirit an experience of his happiest day.
like
So
FNAF
it's
World kind of.
Yeah, like we just did like a FNAF World from the outside. We just
Yeah.
looked at what the happiest day looks like from the outside for a spirit.
But that's not
So
what
do you
Fiona
think
wanted, is it?
David
Fiona
was
wanted
possessing
it to
the mimic? Do you think David was
Fiona
possessing
are
it?
very obviously possessing these robots and computers.
William
Like it's
has-
not
I don't
just
think
him.
they're possessing it. I think the idea, because the
Which
Fiona
means
machine,
that glitch
Where
bolt
did
is
circle
back
left?
on the
Where did
menu,
circle
boys.
left?
2
I
houses
don't think it was
confirmed.
actually possessing the
Maybe
machine, because the
Jeremy.
idea, because
I
you had
think
the M1 was made before Fiona even died, but it started copying Fiona. I think the idea is that it's not that Fiona possessed it, but like they tried copying her. That's why it feels a lot like her, but it's obviously not the same level of like kind and good person. Fiona would probably not kill people.
Okay, here's why. Yeah, but why would Fiona want to build another David if she's just an
I want to point
AI?
out that earlier in the
Because
game,
she's an AI, she wants to recreate the family.
the mimic
guess so,
program is in a lot of the stuff within Edwin's factory, and then at some point he starts talking about how things start going wrong with it. That could be because the spirit is now affecting it.
Yeah, and even
Like,
before one of the first things he does when he first meets her is he comes up with the idea where like, okay, you talk into this and it'll like beam itself across the building and like I can listen to it and like it'll copy your
No,
voice or
Zach,
whatever.
the
Like,
FNAF
I
4
think
minigame room
her-
looks nothing like that room.
Her life force was being put into the mimic as he was developing it over the course of years, like from the day that they met until she died, years later.
Yeah, like a Silver Eyes type thing.
Yeah, he was developing the mimic with her
Yeah, no,
life
I don't
force
see
always
that.
inside of it.
Life.
I
I just
will
think the idea
give
like
him that.
it tried it hyperfixate on her. I didn't get the life force.
Okay, yeah, hang on, because in that last, I agree, Gibby, that throughout the entire game, it's like, yeah, she's possessing the mimic. That's the vibe we're getting. But in that final video, that final cassette tape, in that one room that's left till this ending, where Edwin is coming to his senses, that really feels like a twist by like from the point of view of the writer, being like, you thought Edwin was in the wrong and Fiona was the good guy, but I'm actually revealing now that Fiona's been the one kind of behind, like orchestrating it all along. And the way she's
Yes.
talking in that is very like dark. She sounds very unemotional, and I wonder if the idea is he builds the endo to mimic her. It's just an endoskeleton that's mimicking her, that's trying to achieve this goal. But David, when he dies, because he's near her, because David, she goes to
find
David,
him.
right?
Yes.
Yeah, so maybe when David dies, his soul latches onto the mimic AI. But then
You know
Edwin
how
is the second mimic.
You know how there's that tape where Edwin does that little frequency to try to let's talk to Fiona, and like maybe to him he thinks Fiona is in that mimic, and that's why when that one tape when he says like you're not her, and she's like no I am her, it's like him realizing he was duped. That is not actually his wife.
Yes.
But he
Yes,
thought
that's
it
what
was.
Unwithered was just saying. Yeah.
I didn't know if you were referencing that tape. I was like,
Edwin
That's the tape I'm talking about,
sends Edwin sends mimic Fiona to go and grab David to bring him inside for like the cake or whatever, and we can just sort of infer that is when she goes out to the playground to find that he's been hit by a car, meaning that he very likely could die in her arms, like out on the road.
I don't know that he was hit by a
Someone
car.
in chat
because
is
somebody
saying
pointed out
M1 and M2 were both in the same endo at the separate times. Is that what that's showing us at the end?
Wait.
That it's able to morph between the two versions, and that's why in the blueprint they're on the same blueprint because they're the same robot that can.
Ooh, that would make sense. If Eclipse is something that does that too.
This is what it is. So because we found that blueprint in the Tiger Rock place, right?
Yes,
and it showed
both of them are on the same one.
I was looking at it.
They were both the same one.
Both of them are on the
Two
same one.
different colored eyes, heterochromia.
Right next to it, it has a diagram of its arms shifting shape.
Yeah,
it shows
and it
that.
has
It
the
shows how
Mimic
it
1 and
grows
2
and
sharing the
shrinks.
same vessel.
Yes. So that's what it is.
Reboot,
they were never
reboot,
two
we need
robots.
to be
We
whole.
thought they were two separate ones.
I think
They're
there was
the
a
same
dialogue.
robot.
There was a dialogue in the game when they talk about after David died,
That's
build
good.
another
Good
one.
job.
They're talking about building another mimic, And I think that's the idea
Yeah.
of the game. Because also, the alignment of the endings really tries to set up FNAF Ruin, where Reggie says you've been down for a very long time. Mimic has burn marks. He's retrofitted himself.
I was gonna say,
and
how's
that's
it
what
not
he would
burnt?
be. But obviously, setting that up would be pointless if 2 minutes later she kills you in the car.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait,
never mind. Never
wait,
mind.
yeah.
It would make no sense for her not to. They have to
Yeah,
be different.
this
They have
is-
to be different.
No. Because that's why she wants the schematics. She wants to build another one. There's only one. She's looking to build another one.
How's she not
David
burnt?
into.
How's she not burnt?
No, she talks about like fixing.
Well, how's
him
Dolly
too,
not
like,
burned?
She because the build another one was like early on, like in the tapes. I'm pretty sure, like build another one. But in the present, she's trying to plead to Edwin repair and fix M2. So the implication there is that he built M2. He hurt it so much where it is attacking him, trying to kill him, and so she's like, fix him.
Yeah, because we also hear tapes in the game of Edwin beating the M2 saying you're not him. So which would imply that he built one for David.
When Edwin
Yeah, but-
dies, he, there's like an explosion or something. He's lying on the floor dying, and the mimic goes, "I just gave myself new legs."
Yeah.
So
Is
the
this
Fiona
gonna be
bot
like
was
the new-
fully the Fiona bot was fully functional for years.
Yeah, I was
before
able
that
to
would have
walk around.
happened.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
This
So
is
there
going to
has
be
to
like
be
the
two.
new
So there was
freaking
two.
debate of the new games. Like, is there 2 mimics?
I can't get
I think
over
there's definitely
that.
2 mimics. I think the David mimic is the one that falls into the lava and it's there all the way
Yes.
up until ruin. And I think that the Fiona mimic grabs the schematics from you because what she was trying, like in she was trying to get you to run cradle.exe. I think that's what the schematics are for. I think
Yeah.
it was to build mixes.
Which would be Mexus, yeah.
Why wasn't
Yeah,
a toy
and
phone
what you do-
there?
What you do? Wait.
Because we had it.
What you
Because
do?
we
in-
put it into the
in
game,
can
like with the
ending-
field.
What you do in the can ending is that you activate Cradle Nexus, but you never actually fulfill the actual full objective. So she never gets ultimately what she wanted, and everything collapses. So what the kind of begs the question: if that mimic M2 David mimic is all the way down there for all these years, there's no way for that particular mimic to be the one that's in all the systems in the Piecaplex. It would have to be the above mimic that is active
No.
on the present who wants to free that mimic.
So I think
No.
it's very likely that the Fiona computer that is down in the FNAF 1 location is the game's equivalent of like that's the CPU that's running the Pizzaplex.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is that there's the M2 David mimic that's trapped below there. The Fiona mimic above who wants to reunite, like finish Cradle to complete what she started. She wants to free him, and so she's the mimic that's actually infecting everything in the new games, trying to free that mimic down there.
So Fiona's consciousness is in the mother computer and also in M1. She takes the tape deck from you after the car crash and the parachute ending. David is in M2. He catches on fire and falls down beneath the house while it's on fire, which is why he's down there as a burned endoskeleton in ruin. But that does mean that a fully functioning M1 Fiona mimic has been walking around for 50 years.
There's something I gotta know.
There's
There's something I gotta know. Please hold on. Just I'm so confused. As if all the connections weren't enough, right? For William Afton's son David, he goes and builds an exact recreation of David's room. What's he doing in sister location? I don't understand.
Hear me out.
Why
hear me
is
out
it
on this.
David's
I
room?
think
The Edwin son's room.
this is what I think. I think the M1 Fiona
What the fuck is
mimic
happening?
took the schematics because Edwin was gone. She took the schematics to William Afton to recreate David.
Why would Afton give a fuck about
Is
doing that?
Dave
is the crying.
Afton-
David's supposed to be in the crying.
Murray?
What the fuck?
I
What the
don't
fuck?
think- I don't
is
think
the crying
Dave's
child the
specific,
mimic? Is
the crying child
the mimic? I'm just
Fiona's
saying.
Is that what
recreation?
we're saying?
Is the
Okay,
crying
you know
child
how-
Fiona's
That's my
recreation?
theory.
What about
And to
this?
train him the way that they trained
I will
Charlie
put you back
Bot
together.
books, to train him the way that they trained Charlie Bot in the books, they made a recreation of Dave Murray's
Well, then he
house.
must be a robot, though. If
You're broken.
Well, no,
I will put you
John
back
FNAF
yeah,
together.
you're
John
broken.
FNAF was
I'll put you
correct
back.
the whole time.
What if the Fredbear plush is Fiona? Oh.
No, that's not the case. Nah.
Oh.
Mimic plush is not okay, Wheel. You're going too far. bud.
Oh.
You're going too far.
Mimic,
bud.
no, hang on. Mimic plush, the mycelium man. You're my only
Yeah.
friend. We were saying this before
I'm your
the game
only
came
friend.
Yeah.
Remember what you saw.
I think that they made a deal. I think the Fiona mimic and Afton made a deal. I think that Afton was helping Fiona to like recreate David, and
Baby isn't
he got
mine.
something out of it.
That's why his
Yeah,
name
I
is
think-
David. The only reason he's conceived
Oh, yeah, the
is to
baby
be
isn't
another
mine.
David. The baby isn't mine.
The baby is mine as a reference to like Michael because he's
No,
I'm
I'm serious. I think the crying child
We
is
don't know,
literally given birth to. I think the
David
crying
Murray.
child is conceived of to be another David.
But the point
Well,
in
do
the
you
Mole and
think
the Restless was that
human-
was Vlad's kid.
Do you think he's human or do you think he's a robot?
I think he's a robot the whole time. With this new
The
line of
crying
logic that
child
all
might be a
have
robot. The
people
crying child,
It
Matt
could
might
be
have been right.
possible-
Matt might have been
Yeah,
right.
it could be possible
Jonathan
that
After.
it's the mimic AI infecting a real human like it is with Vanessa.
and
That's
Gregory,
right. That's right. That's better. That's better. That's better.
It could be William either taking his own kid or kidnapping a kid because we know he'll do that and trying to basically project
Sammy
David onto
Emily.
him and trying to basically make this kid recreate the not in the novel. He wanted to recreate the incident with Charlie. He wanted to recreate that with trying to recreate David by forcing on another kid.
Hey,
That's
wait,
why
real
the
quick.
Nightmare Chamber
Let's
too.
let's look at that survival logbook page about the toys. Are any of those
Guys,
only
guys.
David's toys?
Guys, David also dies on his birthday. Both Daves die on their birthdays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's he's recreating it.
That's-
He's recreating it. That's why Fredbear's is
Yeah.
a surveillance room. It was planned. That's why Fredbear's is a surveillance room. The bed of 83 was planned.
I don't know about
No
that.
way.
I don't know about
No,
that
I
one.
think so. I think so.
Yeah.
It was-
He's,
it was-
recre- he's recreating
It's
dying on your
inside-
birthday.
Wait, the
he's recreating-
583 was an inside operation.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah. A kid named David who dies on his birthday, who lives in the same room as the last David, who has the same name as the last David, who has
Why?
plushies talk to him like the last
I-
David.
I'm still not
I
sold
think
on
that's
Dave being the
more-
name. I don't think it goes
I-
that little.
I think it's
Oh.
more karmic
Oh,
parallels.
Wait, Sauce's
Are you-
Beston. Wasn't the witch son asking for a sacrifice? DC.
The sacrifice?
What if-
yeah,
Yes,
you need
yes,
you have the
bring back-
sacrifice.
Bring back
It'd
Dave.
be really crazy
or
if Afton
sacrifice
was like,
Dave.
Wait,
I mean, this would go against Will Care, but it'd be really crazy if Afton was like, I'm gonna use my kid to do this for.
And
Wait,
look,
wait,
look,
wait.
look, even
Wait,
like
wait, if Afton, if
Oh,
Afton has the
fuck,
schematics,
fuck,
he
fuck,
could,
fuck.
he used that for all the fun times. You know that thing, like, John FNAF would point out the little chip thing? What if that's the mimic, like, Fiona mimic virus, like, in
we talked
Baby?
about that.
And that's why,
yeah,
you guys-
we
Yeah.
said we talked about that. We said that before.
Damn it.
Okay.
That would mean, no,
Um,
Baby is, like, the Fiona AI.
The
before
toys
Elizabeth.
are a phone, a doll with a security badge on its chest, a bicycle, a
robot.
Jack in the Box, a doll with pigtails, and a flute.
In the
That'd be the
logbook.
craziest foreshadowing
Yes,
if
yes,
the fact
yes.
that there's like a robot boy in the crying child's room the whole time was like.
Oh, it would even work with the party was for me, the party was for you, because even Dave in this game also has a party that's like the crux of the story.
That's the thing, yeah.
Yeah, both of
That
them
would
have
also
birthday
give him an
parties that
exact
never
birthday,
happen.
December
Both of them have
6th.
birthday parties that never happen. What if, how fucked up is it? What if William gave birth to a kid named Dave, tried to get the,
I
like the
don't
fucking
know.
mimic inside of his, William Afton gave birth, that's funny. What if William Afton had a kid named Dave, waited till his 6th birthday, and just killed him, and just tried
But that's
to
not-
recreate?
Wait though. What if the
Or his
point
fifth
of
birthday.
why he's What if the reason why he's
Why is
kidnapping
it
kids
so,
and,
okay.
and using them in the chamber? What if he's trying to do that to try to recreate David, like the thing with
Yeah,
David?
Gibby, listen to me. There's
He
karmic
gives
parallels.
Him, he gives him
I'm
a
listening.
best
Listen,
friend.
listen, all right, hold
he
on.
gives him a
Karmic-
best
Give me one
friend,
second. No, give me one
a
second.
teddy bear.
There are karmic
Karmic
parallels,
parallels.
and then there's having the same name, living in the same room, all this shit.
Yeah.
Well-
This is more than parallels. They're the same person.
There's also
This is
Well-
this isn't
that
like
meta-
history
I-
repeats itself. It
Yeah.
rhymes.
There's
I
also
would-
that
I
meta
would
message
say-
from Steelwool saying they pay very close attention to details.
I would say that does kind of assume like the Dave theory is just like objectively correct, which isn't really a given.
That's
What?
true. Yeah, the name
Like-
Dave isn't necessarily confirmed.
But even
to be
without the
correct for
name,
crying
you
child.
I
could make all the other
disagree.
connections between the FNAF 4 kid
Yeah.
and David Murray.
Well, honestly,
so like
yeah,
the
so-
name is supporting
This-
evidence.
to me,
then
this is
I'm
better
more
evidence
convinced of
for
the name
Dave,
now.
the
Yeah,
name.
I'm more convinced
Yeah,
of him
I
being
agree
named
with
Dave
that.
now
I was not set on Dave, but all of this is making me think, oh, okay.
because they have the same life anyway.
Yeah,
Might as well be called the same person.
So
the question
if-
is it actually a robot or is it a kid that William
I
was
think it's
trying
a-
to make
I think it's-
into?
I think it's a
okay,
Gregory
FNAF
situation.
4,
This is
the nighttime gameplay of
absolutely
FNAF 4.
insane.
Let's ignore whenever we might think it takes place. If the nighttime gameplay of FNAF 4 is being played by a robot and Will is like playing the phone call from FNAF 1 in real life, like it's not a dream. It's literally just
Edwin
happening to
scares
a
David with a
robot.
foxy doll.
You're so right.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
Rawr, rawr.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Max.
But then Mike
They're the same
dreams
fucking
about
guy.
the nightmare. Mike dreams about nightmare.
He's recreating his life. He's recreating another David. That's why his name's.
But
This
for
is
what
fucked. This is
function?
fucked. This is fucked. It's
For what
everything.
function?
I think he struck a deal with Fiona. I think that William wanted to get himself to a position where he can make an AI of himself and mimic
Oh my
of
God,
himself,
wait,
and that's glitch
wait.
trap.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. The mimic
Oh,
Fiona is.
it
We're gonna
is
find
Aft-
out
it is
that
glitch
Fiona
both.
made a deal.
With Afton.
Yeah.
Wait,
to make,
Fiona
to make
I
made
glitch
think it's
both.
with
literally
Afton.
Afton's soul, though. I think it's literally
make-
Afton's soul as a part of
Yeah,
it.
yes. If you give me your
I don't-
son,
I don't
I'll
know.
make you immortal too.
Yeah.
If you give me my
Oh,
son,
to deal with the devil.
Wait,
It's
wait.
to
I
deal
think
with
it's
the
more
devil.
like a chess match
Child.
because the Nexus is keeping him down there.
If
and
you give
in
me
Help
your son,
1 or
I'll
2,
make you
I
immortal.
point out.
that's it. That's
I
it. That's
pointed
it.
out one or two in a glitch both video.
It's glitch
that
both.
Help 1
It's
or
glitch
2,
both.
Glitch trap gives you the plushies that you use to kill glitch trap, which doesn't.
Yes, but that's not his plan. I think
That's
that
it.
the whole thing
That's
is
it.
that I think that Fiona is using Vanny, and I think that the entire thing is that
Yeah.
putting the memories of William together gives the glitched object, which is the exact same as in this game, putting the memories of David together, and it gives you the glitched
Yeah.
permission. And I think that that's what William wanted, but then Fiona
Give me
is
my-
the
if
one
you
who
give me
killed
my son
William,
back.
and she knows that, and so she she fucks him over. She's
Yeah,
like,
so-
no,
Oh,
I'm gonna make you think.
Give me my
I'm
son back,
going
I'll
along
make
with
you
and
immortal.
then I'm gonna stop you right before it happens.
Yeah, that's what
Fiona
I'm
is the
saying.
greatest villain of all time.
Give me
That's
your.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Is that in Hell 1,
Fiona cares.
because in Hell 1, in the Hell Trap ending, you set the way to free the Mimic 2. That's the main thing that Fiona wanted. And after she got that, there's no reason for her to side and be with William. So she fucks him over.
Yeah.
The same way
Yeah.
in the fights, which Ultimate Guy says was meant to see future things to come. In that book, Eleanor just uses William to get all the agony she wanted, and she
Yeah,
ditches and lets him get
Chat
defeated.
saying Fiona's the
I think
Eleanor
I-
stand-in. Chat saying Fiona's the Eleanor stand-in
Yes.
for this
I've been
timeline.
saying that. That's what
Yep.
I've been
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Oh my
Shannon.
god.
It's the Eleanor stand-in. Since Tales and Frights aren't canon, this is what Eleanor would be then. Is Fiona.
Yeah, I think that she struck a deal with William for a crying child for David, and I think that
And then she'd make him immortalize
in
him.
return, he gets Glitch Trap
But
as his
was-
AI mimic of himself.
Here's a
Was
cursed idea.
Dave
Here's a cursed
Afton
why William does
ever
everything.
human? Was Dave
Here's a-
Afton ever human, or is he just the mimic endoskeleton?
I think
besides
it's
person?
likely
I
he
think it's a
was
human.
human and William was trading him.
I think
Yeah.
it's a Vanessa Gregory or Gregory situation. How
don't-
Vanessa's a real person but is
I-
fucked up in the head.
I would need to see an incredible amount of evidence that William planned for Mike to shove his head into Fredbear and for him to die.
Yeah.
And then for if Week Before is canon, for someone to be like, wait, don't do that off in the background.
Here's a cursed idea though. What if the Fiona AI though, in the decades of her just chilling, what if like she upgrades herself and her outer shell is Eleanor?
Oh my god.
That'd be so cursed. but it'd
Unwithered,
be-
me and you solved this months ago. And we made a joke video on it.
Did we?
no,
yes,
Hex,
the
Fiona
mimic-
is not
Oh
Nexus.
yeah.
The mimic is
Fiona
David
is Fiona.
mimicking...
Nexus is Nexus.
Dave.
There's two separate robots. Or
He
two
never
separate
sees
robots.
me, he only sees you. He never sees me, the boy, Dave, his son. He only sees you, Edwin's
Oh
son,
my
David.
god.
He
That's
only sees
good.
you and me.
Oh,
He only
that's
sees
good.
you.
Oh no.
This is it.
Wait, what line? what line
Holy
are you referring
Scott
to?
Con! That's from
Moon-
Mooney
These
XZ.
are in, these are in
Holy
Moon-
Scott Con!
Moon-
Holy Scott Con, bro.
This is the greatest Scott Con of all time.
Question is,
This
how does this
insane.
all relate to Gregory? Because Gregory's
Can-
attached to
can you-
Sun and
wait,
Moon
can
too
you
with
explain the
the-
context
That's
of
try
Moon,
number
like the
3.
moon
That's
lines?
try number 3.
In moon.exe, you
so-
can get the
yeah.
phone, the purple phone from FNAF 4. If you use it, you talk to a crying child who says he
He
never,
never sees me. He only sees you. He doesn't say
Wait,
that, but that's
I need to
what's
see.
the next line. of it.
I need to see an image of this. Like, it's just like he never sees what?
He never
never
sees
sees
me.
me.
That's the
Hey,
child
okay,
said.
on the other end of the plastic purple telephone in the Moon EXE, which
Yes.
is in the bedroom, you call a phone and it answers with a crying child, and the crying child on the other end of the phone says, "He never sees me." That's all it says. So
And you're
he never
saying
sees
it may
me.
be. So you're
He
saying
never sees
the
me.
line would be,
His son. He sees you.
He sees you, Edwin's son,
Yeah,
David.
Edwin's
He's trying
son.
to. He's
That-
putting
that-
all.
that-
Yeah.
that would imply potentially that like is a real kid that, but like he's
Yes.
trying to put David into
Yeah.
it.
I think so. I think so. Yes.
That would be the point of the experiment: is him kidnapping kids. In fact,
He got David
Yeah.
inside of him, dog.
And if you really want to reach it, if you really want to stretch, the Scott Cawthon.
Imagine
Okay,
imagine he
I've got
kidnapped
it.
Sammy.
Oh my God, I've got
Imagine
it.
he kidnapped Sammy from Henry, and that he's
All
doing.
right, I'll let you
Hang
go
on.
on with one thing. I'll
Hang
let
on,
you go
I've got
one
it.
thing
I've
because
got
I have
it.
something less cool. I have something less cool to say, and I want you to have the cool part. If you really want to stretch it, you have like David, right? He's inside of Tiger Rock. He teleports animatronic with hallucinations. We later say that David is representative of like Eclipse, which is like a two-faced, two-sided thing. And the suit that Dave eventually possesses is also dual possessed by Cassidy and Dave, which would be a dual possession, a motif again. All right, go ahead with it.
Okay. So we have an issue currently that Dave was going to be killed on his birthday, but William didn't orchestrate that. William wasn't the one who set up.
That's my issue.
The birthday.
Oh my
right?
God! Yeah, you're right. I know where you're going. I know where you're going. I know where you're going.
The experiment bunkers are created because Michael fucks up the plan. Michael kills David, and William's like, "Shit,
I need another one fast."
He was supposed to.
I need another one fast.
Yeah, I need more of these, and that's why he starts doing everything. That's why he starts like the sister location bunker.
Yeah,
he's trying to like fast track a new David.
I need another David fast. I need to capture kids. I need to make them scared. I need to put them in the bedroom. I need to teach them to be David.
He still dies on his birthday, but it just
I don't think the plan was for
like,
the crying child to die.
No, that would be. I just don't.
Or
like,
do you think the plan was to put the mimic into the crying child? Is that the idea?
Yes, and have David grow up and be like
in the crying child's body,
back, but through a different person.
Yeah,
but Michael fucks it up by killing him.
Okay, so then what you have is maybe then by not Scott Conning the entire thing, maybe everything still happens normally after that point. Like he is going to do this for the mimic, and then he goes, "Oh shit, he got killed. Wait a minute, possession? Wait, hang on, like." It's not just AI. He's like clearly in this ghost player, and then he just does all the rest of it anyway. He just still keeps up with the rest of the plan. Yeah. He's always been obsessed with immortality. The first plan was AI, then it turns into ghosts.
I have another idea.
If he was working with the Fiona AI, it makes his lines in FNAF 6 where he talks about like, I know this is the trap, I'm just humoring it pretty much. It makes his lines of dialogue and even Baby's lines of dialogue make more sense because they're going to just knowing this ain't shit. We're coming back. I'm coming back right after this.
Okay, listen to this. This is all basically turning out into like a big chess match between Fiona and William, right? In Murray's office, there's a chessboard. Yeah,
yes.
Chess match.
And specifically, Arnold has chess pieces in his van. He is the knight on the board. He is the knight on the board.
Accidental digital consciousness transference.
This is wild. Frederick, which one of us was the one who jokingly said it was a chess match in that VC last night?
I don't remember.
I think it might have been.
It's also very important. It's also very important to the history of AI that like one of the first artificial intelligences we built were chess playing robots. Like,
okay, I have something to add. I have something to add. Chat is saying if you take that there's a knight piece in the car at the start of the game, on the board at the end, both sides have two moves to checkmate. 2 moves to checkmate for both sides.
Is that true? Because I didn't know chess enough. I was trying to do this yesterday.
Is that true? Is that true, Max?
I will also say that the two pieces are on F3 and D8. So we've got an F and a D, Fiona David maybe, but I didn't look at the black pieces because we have a knight and we have a queen. The queen is the other piece in his car.
No mimic cut ending so far
in Arnold's car.
They're all mimic cut actually.
Mimic cut. So this is just a suggestion. What about for the Bite of 83 happening? I just remember when Edwin in one of the emails, Edwin was like, hopefully they can brush aside some of the faultier aspects or something, right? Didn't he say something like that?
Yeah.
What if it died because Edwin's creation was like shot, or maybe even Fiona somehow manipulated Edwin's creation to kill him or something?
I could see Fredbear the animatronic killing Crying Child on purpose because he got mimic inside of him. I can see that.
That one might have been made by Edwin.
Is that either way, like I think anything at this point that's ever been touched could have, mimicness in it. Just the agony of the building existing. Yeah, God mimic. I'm just thinking like we have two.
How the tables turn.
The fact that both of them are named David and Dave, right? That's what we've noted so far. They're around the same age. One's Edwin's son. One of them's William's son. They die in accidents, etc.
I don't think Bite Victim's name is Dave. I
Is
really lean
David
into
the one
idea
you
that
shouldn't
he's
have
kidnapped.
killed?
That's what I've been saying. I've been saying that.
I think it would be more closer to. I still think
It fits the he
Readings
pronouns.
in this case.
from the fire.
The fire.
Yeah, but David didn't die in
So
Fall
I was
Fest.
the
That'd be
fir-
Fiona.
But that's
Hang on,
about
hang on,
mimic
hang on.
you just-
No, wait.
Well, no,
Mimic
no,
you,
no,
he was just in a fire.
We got to be a bit careful because we don't want to misconstrue the context with the UCN lines. UCN is definitely referring to the FNAF 6 fire.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
but
I
it
thought it was referring to the
Yeah, but
underworld.
FNAF 4 also wasn't referring to an AI named Fiona that had a son that was living in a house made by her. We're Scott Conning the whole thing. Everything is different.
It's retroactive continuity. It's adding additional details, but it's not changing the initial information we got.
Well, it's adding, which would mean like if it meant
it's just changing the
FNAF
interpretation.
6 fire, it would still be FNAF 6 fire.
What are all of David's lines? What are all of David's lines?
Why in the context of I have seen him, the one you shouldn't have killed. Why is Chica very specifically saying that she was the first, that she has seen everything? Because she was in the factory first.
She was made by Fiona.
She was made by Fiona. She was the only one of the classics who was made first.
So
and
it's
that's
BB.
why she says it.
It's BB, the one you shouldn't have killed, and he did kill him because it was a plot. It was a plot.
No,
so
it's David. It's David the one you should have killed. I think we're going to find out that William killed David.
Yes, I've been okay. So
not
there's
the
a
victim. I think
there's a picture. There's a picture that David draws, and in that picture, he's holding two balloons, a red and a blue one, in the exact same orientation as the Fazbear Entertainment logo, and he's wearing a purple party hat. And also, the playground that he dies in is fenced off from the road. I think that he was lured away from the playground by William and killed. And I think that was part of William's chess match. I think that he wanted all of it, everything that Edwin had, so he killed David. He killed
my
Fiona.
God.
the leaks.
Yeah,
he could already know about the mimic. He could already know about the mimic. The leaks. He could already know about it.
He did. No, that's what in the tape in Murray's office. He says somebody. There's a leak. Somebody told them about M2.
About M2,
They
and
know
that's when
about
he
M2.
kills. Wait, no, M2's David. Fuck.
But M2 was made about David, wasn't it?
Yeah,
M2 was made after David died.
freaking
M2
out.
was made after David died.
I need to calm down. I'm freaking out.
I was gonna say if William knew about M1, if William knew about M1, that gives him motive to kill David.
Yeah.
To have leverage over Edwin.
He must have. Because why were they so invested in getting?
Also, I think it's weird that Fiona sounds like she was being blackmailed into going into the Fall Fest and dying there because she's like, I just have a really bad feeling that something bad is going to
How
happen.
about why don't we pull up all the voice lines from Fiona and David?
Can we? Yeah.
Mamakato has them. Yeah. Mamakato archived them all.
What if Fiona is? Yeah. So Fazbear, you were saying that Fiona's the leak?
No, I was saying I think Henry's the leak, but I know.
I don't think Henry works.
He's working for them.
I think he's working as a contractor.
I'm wondering now, are we supposed to think that Ralph is the leak? And then what we're going to find out is that Fiona was the leak and that she was working with William.
Fiona is not the one you should not have killed because they call him a he. Sorry, chat.
No, I think this is Scott realizing he fucked up with Frights and with Tails and with UCN and everything. And I think he's just like, all right,
you saying it was Andrew until now?
I don't know. I have no idea. I think maybe he did a leaving a little breadcrumb out for himself, or he's, you know what, he's going like, okay, I've confused everyone. I don't know if it's Golden Freddy. I mean, if it's David, right, that would explain both the Golden Freddy connections and a lot of the other connections in there. So it could be Bite Victim or it could be David, and they're technically both the same person, I guess.
Okay,
so,
get in here.
Or one is a recreation of the other.
Are you sure the David Murray connections will explain the Golden Freddy stuff? Because it really paints as Golden Freddy is the vengeful one. I feel like if it's going to be anyone, at this point, it would probably be the Bite Victim, because we are seeing, especially with this, that he's becoming more of a victim of William one way or another. So,
hey,
like,
guys.
Bite Victim being the one should not have killed makes sense.
Apparently, the Fiona's bedtime story has a random chance to do different lines. There's a random chance to have a bunch of different lines.
Yes.
Okay, which one do you want? Let's do all F10 and 4 first. How about?
Thank you, Mamakato.
Let's do these first. We'll do
Can I go to the
Fiona
toilet really quickly before we start this? Can I go to the really quickly? I want to.
Yes.
So we'll do Fiona. We'll do Fiona. Then we'll do David. We'll do Fiona. Then we'll do David, and then we'll do Edwin.
I think that everything was a big chess match from William. I think that he killed Fiona in the Fall Fest fire, and he killed David, and his whole plan was he wanted everything that Edwin had, and I think that he was the one who set everything up, and
Silverized.
then
Holy
Silverized?
base, you're an Opera GX user.
Yeah, like in the Silver Eyes, William kills Charlie out of jealousy. He kills Fiona and maybe
Okay.
David.
Just out of curiosity, while we're waiting for Unwithered Truth, I'm watching The Immortal and the Restless to see if anything jumps out
With
at me.
Immortal?
I
definitely
burned
do
down
think
your house.
It's meant to be, because the whole point in Immortal Restless, it was his kid.
yeah, but it's
Yeah,
things
Vlad
can
and his.
change now.
This is what it is.
Context can
Vlad and
change.
his distressed mistress.
I feel like
Edwin
that
and his
becomes
distressed
way too broad, because you can say basically, well, I think this is just changing.
wife. The woman's blonde. The woman's blonde, isn't she?
Changed.
Fiona in the commercials.
Oh, you think the baby isn't mine? As in, like,
No. The
this
woman in the
isn't
commercials
David,
looks like
is
this,
not-
doesn't she?
This is
Can we
not
go back?
actually my son.
I disagree. I think if the woman in the commercial has any design elements, it's a dress and pearls, which Clara has neither of.
Okay.
No,
I
Fiona
thought-
has brown hair. We see
Okay,
pictures
all right,
of her.
never mind.
You're the only vampire I've ever loved. And the baby turns his bottles into powdered milk.
That doesn't mean anything.
He sleeps on the ceiling fan.
Upright or upside down.
What does it matter? You need to be part of your son's life.
I'm an old man, Clara. I can't be a father.
Well, then at least pay your child support, you deadbeat.
Will Vlad and his distressed mistress
Here's something crazy. Here's something I noticed when I was reading the book.
As the sun sets, so also does another chapter in the saga of love lost between Vlad and his distressed mistress.
I know this is about Vlad and his distressed mistress, right?
Chat, that's a better idea. Sorry, Chat had a great idea, but you can finish your thought.
Okay.
In the book, Edwin makes a note of saying, "Man, David doesn't look like me at all." And I ask Fiona why that is, and she says, "Oh, something, and she basically like brushes him off, and he's like, "Oh, I love her so much." What if William was having an affair with Clara?
Edwin,
I'm sorry,
Cuck.
nah.
That's what Chat just said. No, that's so true. William's son, under Edwin's care, dies. So William rebuilds his own son.
David is a fake.
Character, though. I really don't think that's Fiona's
David
character.
wasn't a Murray. David wasn't a Murray.
You don't think that's Fiona's character? The woman who's like killing all these people? The only thing we know about her is that she's willing to sacrifice all these employees to get her son back. We know
this is
nothing
the
about
mimic.
her.
This is a mimic Fiona. I don't think it's the actual
Yes,
spirit.
which is Fiona, which is absolutely Fiona's spirit.
I don't think it is the spirit of Fiona, because it
It's
existed
definitely
before Fiona
I don't
died.
know why
and was
people
learning
think
to
that,
copy.
that ghosts are just not relevant in the mimic.
Yeah.
Like,
This entire series is ghosts haunting robots. That's what the series is about. The idea that there'd be a robot without a ghost.
ghost in my animatronic.
The rest ends in a fire.
So you think
whole
David?
point is that-
than you think.
The whole
You think-
point, though, it was trying to give you the idea, like, is it haunted by Fiona? And then there was a whole like reveal line. It's like, you're not actually her. This is not the actual Fiona. This is a
Oh yes, and
robot
Baby is not
pretending to be her.
actually Elizabeth.
You could also
Can't
say that that's
actually
the
believe
irony
that.
because she says, "I am. It is me."
Yeah, because it's a mimic. She thinks she is Fiona.
Yes, and again, the robots always sort of think that they have a continuity with the person who they were, but they never are. Elizabeth, even if you remember that name, like Springtrap is not William, Baby is not Elizabeth. They're just powered by those people.
Okay, let's keep watching this.
Okay, I don't think this is relevant.
It ends in a fire. But
I think the house getting set on
House on
fire
the
and the
hill.
lines "the baby isn't mine" are interesting. That's why I'm on. It's
yeah.
They had trouble
She shouldn't have
counseling
freeze
the
those.
nursery today.
So what? Lots of kids get hyper and run around.
Nursery?
and stuff.
They had to knock him out of the air with a broom.
I have to go.
They're going to dock your paychecks.
They can't do that. I'm a vampire. I don't get paychecks.
they're gonna dock your pay like how Edwin stopped making money. Oh my god!
Graveyard shift.
No. Okay, so T-Drex, I think your theory here would be that Vlad is William, Clara is Fiona.
Fiona,
They're not
question
married because Fiona is with Edwin. William
it's
is saying David's not my kid, and she's like, "Well, actually, he is. I cheated on my husband with you."
Yeah, I guess that would be interesting.
When will these two ships pass?
Oh wait, yeah, because
The moon.
Because at the end,
fucking David didn't pay any attention to her. She ran away because he was like off,
He was
like
so obsessed with his
focusing
work,
on his
he
work.
wouldn't
He
even-
didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, he wouldn't even come to his kid's birthday party.
Yeah, we even see it in the tapes. Yeah, she's like, "Hey, come downstairs," and he's like, "No, fuck off. I've got a new idea."
She was
She's
unhappy
gone,
with her
"Okay."
marriage.
William Afton is the greatest villain of all time. he's gone. Will Sigma makes Edwin cuck and Henry submissive.
I don't know if I'm just doing here, but I think it's a big jump to cucking. I really don't think that's a plot.
I don't know.
They literally call her his mistress.
Sorry,
That's what
that was really
means.
funny. Listen. It said, as the moon rises, so too does the tension between Vlad and Clara. That's so funny. As the moon rises, so too does the tension between Vlad and Clara.
Scorned lovers.
Scorned lovers. Yeah, they're not supposed to be together.
Yeah, they're not.
Yeah, she's his mistress.
That's why she's not in the picture.
Well, we don't see any Miss Afton.
Where did Michael come from?
Dude, so what if Fiona... What if this is... What if this has been retconned to be William and Fiona, and they're literally, like, they're having an affair?
I think it is.
Well,
if he's retconning that the bite victim is a recreation of some fucking other guy's kid, then he'd absolutely retcon what this is supposed to be about.
So, okay,
well, this game was about Michael.
Wait, pause it.
Like,
I have a thought. Pause the thingy. We can say that it's a retcon that it's Edwin's son, but Scott was writing this at the same time he was writing the Silver Eyes trilogy. He may have, around this time, sort of had a character that was Henry and Edwin, and then sort of split them off into different people as he went.
Max says, give me your house, give me your child, give me your company, give me your wife.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking if he's the type of person to just destroy Henry, or sorry, to destroy Edwin at every turn. What if the idea is
it's got towers
William
on it, just
can't,
like, ooh, fuck.
What if William
look like
can't
the manor.
stand anyone else being, like, at his level? So he starts with Edwin, and he does the same thing that we always justify the reason he kills Charlie. He kills David because he's like, yeah, fuck this guy, I don't like him. And then he basically gets rid of Edwin, and then he goes, I don't like this Henry guy either. I don't like this guy either. I want to be the king of the castle. I want to be the only one left. So he's just constantly being, like, threatened by the people around him. So he's, like, tearing them down.
Just killing their kids.
It is a house on a hill
my
that
God,
gets
wait.
set on fire. It is a house on a hill that gets set on fire.
There is... Hang on. Can you look up the Jester commercial? Like the Jester cereal commercial?
Yeah, she's blonde in that. She's blonde in that. I know what you mean.
Just look up... Yeah, look at the Jester cereal commercial.
Cereal commercial Sodom. Nobody's documented it.
Really? Surely.
Mamakato will definitely have it.
I have it. We watched it yesterday. I have it. Oh, here we go. Wait, all ads. Oh, yeah, she did have it. Okay.
Bro, Mamakado's the GOAT.
Mamakato, thank you. She is doing God Mimics work.
These aren't ads.
It's all Secret of ads and birthday reels.
Yeah, they're... Oh, here.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, she's blonde now.
So, Jester cereal...
She's suddenly blonde. Okay.
Just let's watch it.
It was also blonde here.
What's wrong? This tastes funny.
Why is it so quiet?
Let me try.
My ears.
Just kidding.
Just cereal. Start your day with a bowl of laughs. Just kidding.
So what about that was...
No. So the only thing, so we've brought up the connections between this Jester character and William. We've got a pink, yellow, and purple rabbit in a Jester outfit. So I was considering potentially could that like little ad there show a connection between the Jester and Fiona, because she's like very quick to dismiss it. I don't know. It's a bit of a stretch. I just wasn't sure. I couldn't remember all the details, so I wanted to rewatch it.
And his distress.
The sun.
I'm gonna also
the sun setting.
We think that the secret of the mimic is that there are two mimics.
It shows either the sun or the moon at the beginning of every episode.
Yes, but you have to remember, in context, we're watching these after each night in sister location, and so they're supposed to thematically link with the nights we're playing.
The tension, the intrigue, and the passion, the tension, the intrigue. Tune in tomorrow for the exciting.
Oh yeah, there's not. Never mind. There's none on this one.
As the trees sway in the wind,
Thank you,
so
Poe, for the
also
$1.
do emotions sway between star-crossed love.
At a house. It was like
Oh, here.
You burned down my house?
you call that a
Yeah, and you burned down my house, and then we see there are the ruins of what used to be a happy home.
house. It was like a morgue in there.
I may be undead, but you're heartless.
You need to see your
Heartless because she's a robot.
Heartless because it's
She's a mimic.
The baby isn't mine.
He ate the cat.
Sounds like something he got from your side of the family.
Well, how's this? I'm keeping the diamond ring.
The joke's on you. I found it in a kid's meal.
You bought a kid's meal? Oh, Vlad!
Clara.
As the hair on the back of a cat stands up straight, so also does the love between Vlad and Clara stand up against all obstacles. But what about the baby? What about the back child support? Stay tuned next season for those answers and more.
Yeah, that's so weird. That's so strange.
Well, I think it's very clear
Why is that video on the right? What
I think it's very clear.
Don't
that
ask.
The baby is the baby animatronic, and it eats a kitten the way that the snake eats a kitten in FNAF 6, and it says stay tuned to next season.
There's also interesting parallels there to what we
FNAF
just saw,
6.
though. Okay, let's go to the actual voice lines from the game.
So the thing is, right? Okay, before we continue, let's just agree that whatever this game is saying about Dave, about Afton, about Henry, none of it was planned when the original series was coming out. Scott has decided that this is the new story going forward, and this is now it's a puzzle of using old pieces to explain the new story. And I think that might be how it was written as well, is he's going, okay, what do I have to work with? Okay, well, I said this in sister location. No one really ever figured out what that was. Okay, I'll work it into this. What about the crying child? No one really knows what that is. I'll figure it out in this. Oh, the one you shouldn't have killed? That's always being debated. What if I answer it in this? You know, that's how I think Scott might work, is he's looking at what pieces he has to work with, and then he's going and making the new story. So yes, in context of sister location, you can come up with explanations for what the Immortal and the Restless means. But now it's kind of like it's like the sister location in FNAF 3, right? The sister location in FNAF 3 at the time when that game came out, the most reasonable explanation was Fredbear's. That was the most reasonable explanation we had. Then sister location comes out, and Scott goes, I remember that. That was a little pathway that I never explored. What if that was something? And now when we hear that line, we infer stuff about sister location, but it doesn't necessarily mean that that's what it was planned to be from the beginning.
Love you, Edwin, but I love our son more. Is a line that Fiona has.
Well,
as well.
I gotta go help. Sorry, but I think there's an alternate view because I don't think any of the stuff in Secret of the Mimic outright like retcons an established thing or something that was fully intended. Because like a lot of it, like the Henry stuff, we were never told Henry really originated everything in the game. So that's one of the novels. And here, he's still likely the one who, for example, makes the animatronics, make the classic designs, but it was derived from Edwin's prototypes, right? Is it retroactive in that sense? Yeah, but it doesn't change fundamentally what was Scott clearly intended saying in FNAF 6. So I feel like we gotta be careful in that it can just as easily be Scott is elaborating and making it a lot more nuanced and complex. He's not outright changing what was. Like what was still is, but a lot more nuanced.
Yeah, but he could be still using the same clues from something before that we don't really know the answers to.
Yeah, I think he's taking the stuff he had in the past, and I think he's going like, I can change the interpretation of this because it's not set in stone by adding new context to it. So I think that there's a lot, like the story is now changed, and I think that's symbolically represented by Help Wanted making all the old games indie games. I think that's him being like, look, things are going to change going forward, but it's still going to use the same pieces.
Yeah.
Last time I say before I go out, but I feel like if that, it would still be the case where if he wrote this game reading Michael's storyline, this is meant to correlate to Michael, then that would start to be a case because it was important to the context of the game. It kind of tells about Michael's character. And to change that is to fundamentally reshape this game and Michael's experience, which makes solving sister location near impossible because you can literally say, well, anything that I can think of is different now because it makes sense to me.
Hold on.
I feel like you really careful of that. If he say he doesn't...
One sec. Poe, I think what you're saying, I think M2, originally started out as Edwin trying to put David into Mimic 2. I think eventually whatever he did might have got overridden in the AI's like priority list by him beating the shit out of it. So I think what it's doing at the end there, I think the Mimic 2 is copying Edwin by saying, "Oh, you go ask your mother. Go, oh, this kind of stuff. I'm busy. Fix my legs, M2. Oh, I'm busy. Go ask your mother." I think it's copying Edwin. I think it's David protocol-tisms have been overridden by the aggression. Anyway, sorry.
Well, you know what? If Mimic 2 was made after David's death and Edwin copied the initial code from Mimic 1, then that means that the reason it would more mimic like Edwin and stuff like that is because it didn't have David to look at. It didn't have like the data. So it's like primary thing is just violence. And that means that the Davidisms could just be from him possessing it.
You can still be useful. My communications with Edwin have been severed.
Interesting. So Edwin stopped talking to her at some point.
Because he died.
Yeah, because he was...
They think he's dead?
Yeah.
Edwin abandoned.
Yes, I think the recording of the Mimic
away in our home.
When he was bleeding out
was...
was...
Oh, probably. Activate the communications sub-terminal. I have a message for him. We must convince him to repair M2. That is all that I want. If you do not, M2 will never stop pursuing you. Tell Edwin.
So then...
I still love him.
The bad ending... Sorry, the parachute ending, which I think we all think is canon. Edwin's dead. The only person who can repair M2
is us.
William Afton.
Oh, or
and that's why M1 takes the schematics and then
takes the schematics from our car crash and then goes to William and says, "Here's the schematics. Fix my son."
Because as the Mimic, as the Mexis thingy, it would also probably have access to all the emails and it could see who Afton was.
Well, she probably also knew Afton.
Personally, yeah.
She sends an email. She sends an email right after she sends us to the house to Edwin. We read it. It says sent 5 minutes ago.
Projects coming in. But the staff can't keep up with all your changes. Your creative energy is amazing, and I love you for it. But I think you need to step back a little and focus on one project at a time.
So she was unhappy in her. She was feeling like she wasn't getting enough attention in her relationship, which is in real life one of the most common causes for infidelity.
The cringe.
Fiona's helpful.
I hate talking to you through this stupid bear, but it's hard to reach you otherwise. I'm worried about the new suit design.
I hate talking to you through the bear like the Fredbear plush.
Nearly lost his hand today.
Wait, go back? Yeah, go back.
I hate talking to you through this stupid bear, but it's hard to reach you otherwise. I'm worried about the new suit design. One of my costumers, Vic, nearly lost his hand today. All he did was spill a can of pop and the thing snapped shut like a bear trap.
Oh. So his spring locks did suck a cock. Interesting.
So he did design the spring locks.
Please look into it.
Okay. That was Fiona's helpful. Let's do Fiona.
Wait. So this is giving us. So if Fiona is the leak, right?
Yeah.
This is giving us all the motivation she needs.
Yeah, of course.
She's going, "Hey, you're kind of ignoring everybody. Oh, hey, how's it going? I don't want to be, talking to you through this bear, but also these spring locks might kill people. Oh, Ralph has gone to the hospital again. Maybe we should do something about this." And and then she confides in William.
Mm-hmm. Who also soothes her with his Brock. Yes, her. Brock Afton.
Oh my god. But he then. What if the cutscenes at the end of FNAF 4 Night 6, Fiona was talking to David? Yeah, Fiona's the bear. Maybe we'll see.
I will put you back together.
It doesn't make sense. It's terrible. Yeah. And there's no logic behind it. It happened, and you have to deal with it. You did it before. We can fix things together. I am here to help. Edwin, you need to listen. I know you are excited, but you can't let them know about me. It's not safe. They wouldn't understand. Keep it between us for now. Edwin, you can't put it off any longer. You need to try again. Build another.
So yeah, and so Edwin doesn't build another because he gets mad, and so she goes to someone who can build another, which would be William. Okay, let's do.
But Mimic, he does, but he must build Mimic 2 at the end because he makes the other Mimic
is that
he's like,
saying
stop,
that
you don't sound like him.
Is that saying that we must build another? It's because Edwin's given up on
M2 because M2
making M2 into David.
I think so.
Oh, because it's failed. Yeah, you're right. You're right. She wants him to make an M3.
If you're listening to this tape, the elevator has once again stopped working.
Okay, I think this is implying that it was like fucking David doing this shit, but I don't know now because it seems like she cared about David, so I might be wrong.
Anyone trapped inside is
Edwin would absolutely make David work in a fucking elevator. I don't know about Fiona though.
Floors. If not, tell them not to worry until I flat on their back.
Is Andrew line safe? Yeah, of course. No other characters.
You give me no other option.
David is Andrew,
Enter. Edwin, it's me. It's
Oh hell no.
It's me. Yeah, no, we noticed that when we played it.
to talk. I hope you're taking care of yourself. Knowing you are still trying to hold it all together. But the company doesn't matter anymore. It's over. You need to let it go. I beg you, put it all aside and fix M2. It is not too late. You can stay up in the main house if you want to. But would you consider visiting every once in a while? I miss you. But I miss my child more. I watched him grow up through this machine. I want him back. It's not too late to fix our family. Entering standby mode.
A pesky.
That's why.
Hmm?
That's why she leaked, is because she was trying to get him to give up on his work so that he would be more with his family. She was trying to stop, like she was trying to destroy his company. So
William killed him.
So she
100%
wanted
correct.
Yeah, so she wanted the company to fail.
Yep. She orchestrated things to make the company fail.
Oh, I'm back. Wait, are you talking about Fiona controlling all of Fazbear?
No. Fiona made Mariko fail so that he wouldn't focus on his work. He would focus on his family.
What's up, buddy?
You know what's so funny? Is if he did have an affair with her, she's not the CEO, but like Mrs. Afton basically does control Fazbear.
Matt Pat was right.
Wait, that's why she's Laura. That's why she's the Laura staff bot. Wait,
I really
no,
don't think
this
it's going to go. Wait, guys, I don't think it's going to go to that far extent of having an affair, but I do think Fiona AI could be what's actually in charge of Fazbear. Because you do know, like, they shut down and they became a LLC, but you also have Fazbear Enterprises, which seems to be, I guess, the parent company of Faz Entertainment. So what if, like, there's a Burroughs, who's like the CEO of like entertainment, but the one who's actually in control of like enterprises and everything is Fiona. And because Fiona's AI has access to all the knowledge of everything that happened in the past, that's why Fazbear knows about this location. That's how they know about FNAF 6. That's how they know about literally everything. Because the AI running the company is the Mimic.
You know what I thought about too? It's never stated that Burroughs is the CEO. It just says he's a very high board member.
He is not the CEO. He's also now only book canon.
Yeah.
Well, even that. Regardless, the Fiona Mimic is the one who's actually in charge of Fazbear.
Yes, Fiona got Vanessa
the
job. You know, she's in all the computers, so she's like, Vanessa's actually a security guard, and now she's the only security guard, and...
This is what I mean when I say she's the storyteller, because the storyteller AI, the Mimic, that one was affecting all the facilities, all the stuff. It was in control of everything.
Yes.
And that Fiona tells stories. Like, literally, it's like the Fiona stories. She is a storyteller.
It's how she puts him back together at the end of the game, and she tells him a story.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's called Story Time, and it says put him back.
And that's why Fiona wrote the books.
Fiona wrote Fazbear.
Maybe later. Maybe later. All right, let's keep
fiction,
going.
Fiona.
I have to go help the fall.
Read the DM, Yubi. I sent it
a few
earlier.
days until the installation is finished.
So
it's hard to explain.
Installation. What are they installing?
So somebody in chat, Cryptic Luca, said, "What if Henry or if William specifically is the one who kills Fiona? He's the one who sets the Fall Fest fire.
That's what I said.
Kills her."
Yeah. I think that his whole thing was to get Edwin. I think that he blackmailed her into going to Fall Fest, and then he killed her
Yeah.
there, and then he also killed David, and I think he was all of it was to get everything Edwin had.
But it begs the question: what is the point of the Fall Fest 83?
Just in case. Trisha will
What if he was
babysit
blackmailing her by he was going to
and
tell
both.
Edwin
I'll be
about their
back
affair?
next week. Ed, honey,
Yeah.
how are you holding up? I just heard the news.
I'm going
And you'll
to
figure it
crash out over a
Take
fair
a
theory.
deep
I'm gonna
breath.
crash out.
It's your company now. Your dad believed in you. Otherwise, he wouldn't have left it to you. If you could change anything you wanted, what would it be? Edwin, calm down and give it some thought. Try again. Make another, and we can all be together. You do not mean that. It is me. I'm Fiona.
That's good, honey, but missing the party.
No fucking idea what that last one said.
I think that was from the film tapes, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder
Dared
if
Cell
the
says
Fall
Henry says
Fest
the wound first
crew...
inflicted on him. William can't be the killer of Fiona and David. I think that line is cooked. I think everything that we thought we. I think that the death order is the grave order. I think that line from Henry is just cooked. It has to have a different interpretation now.
I don't think that.
Henry is not the Charlie's death is not the first.
There's not
event
going to be anything in the
whole series.
repair tapes. Bedtime stories. There's 3 minutes of these. We only heard like 30 seconds of them.
Mm-hmm.
Can
They
I
also had a band?
I don't want interruptions anymore. Can we play this, please?
Oh wait! I'm such an idiot. Sorry.
Right.
She's.
What?
Oh well, no, because it's a fox, not a wolf. I was going to say that she's telling the story of the Glamrocks at the end, becoming a band.
There's a bunch of different.
Yeah,
Animals in
it's
there,
just animals getting a bit, but I think that's it. It's just representative of.
I have an interesting question that you will all hate me for.
That's what we're here for.
What
I
if
could
the
never hate
reason-
T-Dreads.
What if the reason the crying child is always crying is either because one, Fiona is not around, or two, Edwin is not around, and he has to live with fucking parents that aren't actually his parents.
Oh my god.
He's David. All right, I'm.
I think he's always crying because he's tormented by Mike.
He has to. He must have saw. I think it has to do with what he saw.
Mm-hmm.
What did he see there?
I mean, we have never had the answer to that question.
A rumbly-tumbly bear sang sweetly by a big blue lake. A wily fox buckled swashes in his pirate ship. The clumsy chicken danced in the sunlight on top of her coop. The bouncy blue bunny hopped through the forest down to the garden. An angry
What we found
alligator
knocking.
was swimming in the lake. A pesky puppy played fetch by itself on
Fetch.
the beach.
Fetch?
Isn't that nice?
I'm telling you, she wrote the story.
A roly-poly bear sat down and offered a pot of honey. They ate with glee. Then a crafty
Because this
fox
is all the
sat
stuff that
down
happens in
and
the
started a
moon.
game of chess. A clumsy
The fox started the
sat down?
chess.
Cryptic
The,
Luca-
the fox
Cryptic
started
Luca
the
pointed
chess.
something out.
Listen.
That's Edwin.
That's
then.
Edwin.
Fox is Edwin.
The fox started the game of chess.
Nightmare Fredbear has a stomach mouth in FNAF 4. In this game, you enter the spring locks through the stomach.
Oh, that is true. They look like teeth too. They look like teeth, actually. That's very good.
Ooh.
The spring locks, when they clamp down on you, they look like little teeth.
That's from Cryptic Luca. I was just
That's
reading
good.
that.
Play the foxy thing you just said.
glee. Then a crafty fox sat down and started a game
A
of chess.
crafty fox. A fox that was craftful sat down and started a game of chess.
And there's the chessboard in
Edwin's room.
Edwin's office.
A clumsy
Yeah.
chicken came and spilled her marbles.
Is that Fiona? Was she the clumsy chicken? And that's
She spilled her marbles.
blood.
That's her telling William all the secrets.
no,
that's her
spilled
telling
the
William.
marbles.
She's
These are allegories. We're going back to the first one. These are allegories. These are allegories.
No, spilling marbles does not
means
mean
going. Spilling marbles means going
Yeah.
crazy. It means you're losing your mind.
I mean, she also
Lost her
did
marbles.
that. She also lost her mind.
Know what this suddenly reminded me of?
Marbles. Is
What do
that-
y'all think
no,
of
'cause you lose your
the-
marbles or you spill the beans. You don't spill your marbles.
I've heard the term before. Pretty sure.
Have you? Okay.
Something
All right,
similar.
let's
I've
start
never heard
over. Assuming that the bunny is Afton. Let's assume the bear is Henry. Let's assume.
Yeah.
The fox is Edwin. Let's assume, and the chicken is is Fiona. Let's assume. Let's go.
A rumbly-tumbly bear sang sweetly by a big blue lake. A
All right,
wily
nothing yet.
fox buckled swashes in his pirate
Nothing yet.
ship.
The clumsy chicken danced in the sunlight on top of her coop.
That's funny. The chicken danced in the sunlight. So if both represent Fiona, that's funny.
The bouncy blue bunny hopped through the forest down to
Could
the
anyone have
garden
predicted Fiona to be disappointed?
An angry alligator was swimming
No.
in the lake. A pesky puppy played fetch by itself on the beach.
I don't know who the alligator
Isn't that
dog would be.
nice? So what happens next? A roly-poly bear sat down and offered a pot of honey.
A business opportunity. He offered, maybe? The bear sat down and offered a pot of honey.
Yeah, honey pot.
He offered, so honey pot is a term for like money as well.
Okay, yes, but if the blue bunny is just bouncing in the woods, like what does that
So
signify?
that was the last
Midnight
one. This is the
Motorist.
second go around. This is the second go around.
We'll see what the bunny's doing now.
Then a crafty fox sat down and started a game of chess. A clumsy chicken came and spilled her marbles. They had fun picking them up. A bunny
Weird.
hopped over and offered to play cards.
A bunny hopped over and offered to play cards. Cards is a lot more of like a sneakier game as well. I'd assume. Like some card games are very like.
That's what
Someone was playing
he's
cards,
playing in the
and
van.
Arnold was playing cards. Someone else
Arnold
had
was playing
cards. In
cards.
the...
So you think the bunny
Yes.
is Arnold then?
Could be.
No, someone
think
else
you're
was
right. I
playing
think this is our-
cards in the factory.
These are
When they
all
go in the factory,
allegories.
there's another deck of cards.
Oh, that could
These
be
are all
that could be
allegories,
after
but
then.
they're all allegories, but they're also meant to also be like healing the mimic. So I just gotta
Well,
take that
listen to
into
me,
account,
Draz.
like-
I think this is our Candy Cadet stand-in. I think we do have to read into this. I think this is our Candy Cadet stand-in.
Oh yeah,
for
I
this
think
game.
you're meant to, but I'm saying like the moral of the story is directed for the mimic to like heal, become good.
All right, let's keep going.
So like it'd be allegory, but that's the purpose.
Let's keep going.
Angry alligator came by and promised not to eat anyone.
Weird.
They had carrots instead. They had so much fun. Do you remember what happens next? A roly-poly bear joined the others and offered his honey, but then he spilled it all over them. Oh no.
Weird.
Then the crafty fox came over
Oh, no.
and challenged all of them to a race, but he cheated to win.
That sounds like William.
Oh.
That was the fox though.
Well, the fox runs.
So the
Foxy
fox is,
runs.
The fox is the fox is Edwin.
But it said the fox cheated to win the race.
Yeah, I think I don't
It's
think,
the
I think
owner
it's just
that
because it's a
cheated,
bunny.
guys.
I think just because it's a bunny doesn't necessarily mean that that's representative of William in this case. I think that the fox is definitely representative of William.
A clumsy chicken
No,
joined
the
them.
we have
fox,
in the
the
Moon
fox
EXE
are
one.
the foxes aren't foxes
But he
represent
cheated
often as deceptive creatures like the
win.
sly fox.
Yeah.
Well, hang on, yeah. But we also we did earlier talk about it, and we did kind of come to the conclusion that the fox is representative of Edwin because he came up with like the foxy character. Chica is Fiona because she came up with that character, and then Fredbear and Bonnie are
On what you were saying earlier, under With the Truth, I want you to listen to this.
But he cheated.
No, after this, listen to this right here.
A clumsy chicken joined them, and they went out for ice cream. But she dropped all their ice cream.
So she keeps dropping stuff. The
Ice
chicken keeps
cream?
dropping things.
Wait,
Marbles.
Bear dropped the honey.
If this is, could this be William's interpretation of the events? Because if Henry or if Edwin is the fox, then William might think that Edwin cheated to get ahead because he inherited the company, he inherited the factory and everything from his dad.
This is Fiona talking in 1979.
Yeah.
It's the Robo Fiona, like the mimic Fiona.
Oh no.
Yes.
A bunny
Because Fiona's
hopped
dead.
over and offered to play cards. But they
Again. Weird.
couldn't agree on the game. The bunny was sad. An angry alligator came by and promised not to eat anyone. But then he ate one of them.
I'm fucking, my brain
this
is melting.
alligator.
An alligator came by and said he wouldn't eat anyone, but then he did. Is the alligator Afton? No way.
Alligator is Springtrap.
A pesky puppy
And it kills
yipped
Afton?
and yapped. She made so much noise
She. The puppy's a she.
that
Female
she gave
puppy.
everyone a headache.
What if the puppy's Elizabeth?
Mrs. Afton.
It can't be. Can't be.
Oh no! What did they do? The bear.
That would line up
saw
with Mangle
everyone
being
arguing.
Elizabeth and the.
Hold on. What did they do to the puppy? Go back.
Yeah, go
What
back.
did they do? Gave everyone a headache. Oh no! What did they do? The bear saw everyone arguing. The group yelled and gnashed their teeth, and it scared the bear, and he ran away.
That's Henry, disappearing for like 30 years.
The fox saw everyone arguing. The group yelled and gnashed their teeth.
Wait, which animal disappeared?
Bear.
The bear,
The bear
Henry.
left. The bear saw everyone arguing, so he left and stopped talking to them.
Yeah.
Everyone arguing. The group yelled and gnashed their teeth, and it scared the fox, and he ran away.
So Henry and William left.
See, also we should know that these lines are not supposed to be in this order. These are like randomized.
Yeah. I'm just guessing.
But in random orders. But
Everyone arguing. The group yelled and gnashed their teeth, and it scared the chicken, and she ran away.
Ooh, the Fiona stand-in also ran away.
The bunny saw everyone
does the bunny run
arguing.
away?
The group
Yeah.
yelled and
So I think this
gnashed their
part might be a bit mute.
and it scared the bunny, and he ran away. The gator
No.
saw
Oh.
everyone arguing. The group yelled and gnashed their teeth, and it scared the gator, and he ran away.
Oh, they all run away. Never
The
mind.
puppy saw
All the same.
everyone arguing. The group yelled and gnashed their teeth, and it scared the puppy, and she ran away. This shocked all the friends, and they realized that anger didn't solve anything. They all started a band and lived happily ever after. The end.
So,
The moral of the story is that friendship is the real treasure. Now it's time for bed. Your parents love you. Sleep tight. Hold on. Someone's missing. David?
Okay, that's the beginning. Okay. What are your thoughts on some of that? Edwin has ones too that we gotta listen to.
Okay, so these are linking quite directly to the moon.exe, right? In the interpretation that the alligator is after eating one of them, in the moon.exe we have an alligator who is attacking an owl.
Yeah.
So if we figure out who the alligator is, we might be able to figure out if they killed David or not. If the owl is presumably David.
The alligator would have to be someone who's not Henry, William, Edwin,
weird.
Fiona.
It could be a
We don't know any
mascot.
other adults.
The crocodile and the puppy are also in the underground bunker, which is interesting. So they're
the
more
spring locks,
important
yeah.
than we realized. Yeah.
That's right. That's
Puppy
right.
and then
That's
Bub,
right.
the bear.
Oh no, that's not how the story went. Oh no.
No, does
That's
Edwin
not
actually?
how the
Edwin might not
story
even
went.
tell it.
Oh no, that's not how the story went. A rumbly-tumbly bear sang sweetly by a big blue lake. A wily fox buckled swashes in his pirate ship.
I'm gonna get
A
this. I'm gonna
clumsy
play this
chicken
game
danced in
Oh, the
sunlight
alligator
on
is
top of her
OMC.
coop. The
That's an
bouncy
interesting
Yeah,
idea.
there's
Hop
the
that
Monty's
down into the
game and
garden
moon.exe is next
An
to the
angry
lake and
alligator
fishes.
was swimming in the
Yeah.
lake. A pesky puppy
Imagine it's
played
Edwin
fetch
OMC.
by itself on the beach. Isn't that nice? So, what happens next? A roly-poly bear sat down and offered a pot of honey. They ate with glee. Then a crafty fox sat down and started a game of chess. A clumsy chicken came and spilled her marbles. They had fun picking them up. A bunny hopped over and offered to play cards. An angry alligator came by and promised not to eat anyone. They had carrots instead. A pesky little puppy yapped and played fetch. They had so much fun.
So I'm guessing whatever order you can get that is correct is how things actually went. So there's probably multiple combinations of things that actually happened.
Yeah.
Oh no, well, that doesn't make sense though, because you could have like one that
Yeah, I
says
don't know
the
if-
chicken run away
yeah.
and one that That's interesting though. That those are interesting. I think that's saying
I think
something.
some of
I
those
couldn't tell you what. All right, that was all Fiona's dialogue actually.
You wear an owl mask to fool the moon. If we're all like, the moon is Edwin, then us wearing the owl mask is the mimic pretending to be David, which fools the moon temporarily, and then he ends up beating it up.
David lines.
Who ran away? Sorry, Fazbear Entertainment Channel. Who ran away? Can you tell me that I'm just teasing it? I'm not spamming.
Yeah, no,
one
I
ran
asked
away.
him. I asked him what he meant, and I have no idea what he's talking about.
I think he means because he didn't hear the puppy part or the part about the bear running away. Yeah, I don't know. They all ran away in the story, so nobody did, I guess.
Stop laughing. Nobody likes you. Shut up. Say words.
It's scary. Like what?
This is the mimic replicating the voice. Repeating what things said to him.
That's Edwin, obviously.
What was that? I lost my temper. I'm sorry.
I said,
you two. I
I'm
lost
sorry,
my
I'm too.
temper."
I lost my temper. I was always gonna fix you. That's in the last audio recording you hear in the parachute ending.
Yeah, the mimic is repeating what other people said.
And that's just laughter.
Are we just gonna call the Fiona mimic just Fiona and call the other one mimic?
I don't even know, man.
Just
I've
two
just been
mimics.
calling him Fiona Mimic and David Mimic.
Because David would be the mimic, the one we know from Ruin.
Lullaby and good night with
I can't wait for Tug 2.0 now. I need to know what that book says.
and good night with roses bed light, with lilies all spread. His baby's wee bed with lilies all spread. His baby's wee bed.
What is this lullaby? Which lullaby? It is a real lullaby. Which one is it?
Lullaby and good night with
Lullaby and good night. I want to see what the meaning of this is. Winged Lad. Piano by Joris Brahms in 1868.
Check
Brahms
the loops, see what they match.
based the music.
Not the same.
It's just little like with roses, bed light. It's just the American translation. With roses, yeah, like it's just the American translation. I know that's a real lullaby.
Is that not the right one?
I think it is. Alright, lullaby and good night. Let me make sure. Let me go find
Listen to more of the lyrics. Listen to more of the
let's
lyrics.
pull this random fucking thing. I hope they don't get copyrighted.
Yeah, copyright.
Dang, the stream's all the way down.
It's
Stream's
the lyrics.
down?
There's no time. No
I
streams
was
not down.
joking,
Here's
you got
the-
copyrighted.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, this is it. This is it.
And good night with pink roses be dyed.
Okay.
You hear the motif? Dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun,
I mean, it sounds like a
dun,
little.
dun,
It sounds like. It sounds very similar to "Rockabye Baby on the treetop when the wind
No, look
blows
here.
the
Now we'll watch
cradle
Baby
rock."
Bus
They have all
Kids
the
songs.
same,
I
like-
guarantee you they're the same one.
I would worry about this one getting copyrighted actually.
Oh yeah, they look a little.
Although they can't copyright it. It's like a really old. I'm just thinking.
They
These
can.
channels with like millions of subscribers.
Yes,
they
they
can
can copyright it.
Copyright their. Yeah. I'm just gonna turn this down. I'll leave it to Dreads to identify.
Yeah, so it is the same. Yeah, so I want to see what the origin of this is. The Cradle song was
there, like, a
dedicated to
story?
Brahms' friend, Bertha, on the occasion of the birth of her second son.
Oh, Bertha
So-
is one of the names in the factory workers, right?
So the person that made this song, the Cradle song.
Yo,
But is it? Hang on. Is that just? But wait. Is this called? Oh, it is called the Cradle song.
Yes.
Yes,
That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Sorry, I was.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And the maker of it,
Birth of her second son.
the Cradle song was
William
dedicated to
and-
Brahms'
and-
friend. Okay, so the creator of the song dedicated the song to his friend, who was a woman. when her second son was born. Brahms had been in love with his friends. It's Wilcock! It's Edwin Cock!
Oh,
it's Edwin Cock!
God.
It's Edwin Cock! Brahms was in love with his friend's... Wait, oh yeah, Brahms had been in love with his female friend. Yeah.
Yes.
With her youth.
With her in her youth.
Just...
In her youth?
To suggest... Sorry,
he's in love with her in her youth.
And
As
constructed
a hidden
the
counter
melody
to a song she used to sing to him.
A song she used to sing to him.
So he turned a love song he wrote for her into a
song
lullaby
for her
for
second
her
son.
child. Oh my God!
What?
I don't know if that's intentional, but we definitely just accidentally lead our way.
That's That's Edwin Cock.
T-Dreads, go up.
Go up.
Scroll up.
I'm up.
It was first performed by Louise and Clara.
Fuck off!
Oh no!
It was first performed by Clara. I was right. All of you can suck it. No, too many coincidences there. The Cradle song performed by Clara.
I think that Cradle's probably the only thing actually here that they were intending.
I don't know.
Yeah. But geez. Because like they chose the word cradle to be what they're calling like the Mexis program.
Her second son, it would be to calm the mimic. It would be to calm down the mimic version of David.
See, Gibby, like the name inspiration came from like them looking for like a lullaby. They found this, like, that'd be perfect for the name.
Yes, I don't know if they actually read the Wikipedia page to know that it was a second son and that Clara
made
was
in
involved.
December as well. It's a song made in December.
Yeah, because you gotta be careful. Like if you're gonna be like everything matters,
6th.
you gotta like apply everything, which things become way more.
This is like the movie connections I found with that Tomorrow's Another Day. Like,
this is closer. It's called the Cradle song.
This feels. I mean, the second son
dedicated
is
to
like
Brahms'
her
friend
rebirthed
Bertha
son.
on the occasion of the birth of her second son.
Okay, but Fiona's name isn't Bertha. Like,
I don't know. I feel like that's pretty. I don't know. That seems interesting.
There is something interesting that is it Bertha is works in the factory and it's her birthday the same day as David's.
Oh, you're right. It's someone's birthday the same day as David's. That was the whole thing.
Bertha? Isn't that her name?
Oh, I don't know. Are the emails all leaked anywhere?
I think it is Bertha. Yeah, is there somewhere we can find them?
Wait, is this sung by Moon in the game?
Yes, the moon in the basement.
Yeah.
Yes. Which is M2.
Yeah.
So I got a spoiler.
This is the translation from the original first edition. All the songs have slightly different translations, but they are all. There is a worker called Bertha as well. It was her 50th birthday.
Yeah, it was Bertha's her 50th birthday. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, they all have slightly different different translations, but they are the same like tune, and they mean the same thing. The songs all mean the same thing, but since it was like written in German 1 billion years ago, they all have the same composition, which is this composition.
Look at one of the repeated issuers in the recording. What does that mean?
Can you check somebody? Is there a Luis and a Claire? No, there's no Clara. Is there a Luis?
Go down to recording. Go down to recordings.
Luis is the dude in the AR emails that's like in love with Vanessa.
Elizabeth, Gerald, Bertha, Bernanda, Kenny. Where do you want me to go?
I don't know. I'm just someone said look at one of the repeated issuers in the recordings. Issuers.
I don't see.
Oh yeah, at the end.
Eclipse.
I just missed. What did I miss?
Eclipse.
Repeated issuer Eclipse.
Look,
I don't know.
Okay, what if this? I want to see. I want to see if this is the same exact lyrics as in the game.
I'm actually interested though. How common are lullabies sung in FNAF? I do remember from Frights. There's that lullaby Eleanor sings.
Man, good catch. Good
Eclipse.
catch. Sorry.
Good catch. Who said that in your chat?
That was your King of Cups. Good catch, your King of Cups. That was great.
Yeah, there's too many dots on the chat is saying there's too many dots on the graph. Clara, Cradle, Eclipse. This is a lot of this is a lot of coincidences though. This is a lot of coincidences. Okay. I want to see.
Tidra is about to be like, Scott doesn't do coincidences.
When's the Holiday Lullaby? I want to see if his exact lyrics. Oh, there probably wasn't recording because it was the 1940. Here it is. This is his recording. This is Eclipse. This is the Eclipse recording.
Surely it's going to be in German or whatever.
When he's finished eating, I better take him over to the station house.
Oh, never mind.
What's the rush, officer? She will never be a policeman.
Oh my god, it's a man. It's 3 men around a woman with a baby. It's Edwin. And it's...
Edwin, Henry, William, Fiona.
Oh my god.
If I was a baby and someone was screaming in my face,
TD, it's
I'd not
also
be
just
happy.
called Brahms' Lullaby by most people.
Okay.
Call him tomorrow. Come on.
Those are the same lyrics as the moon. Those are the exact same lyrics. The rest of them had different lyrics.
Yeah.
Those are the exact lyrics the moon sings. No, the rest of the interpretations have different lyrics. Slumber be bed. If you look at any other recording of this song, Gibby, they use different lyrics than that. They took specifically the Eclipse label.
What on here?
Oh, do a process.
Man. Oh, hey, how's it going?
You missed a lot.
Do you know
Lots
what
of
the
stuff.
ending of the new game is? Do you know what the ends are? All the endings?
I've seen 3 of them. If anyone's found a 4th, I haven't.
It's all 3. Oh, you... Oh my god. This is the most insane ending ever. But you know what I wonder? How does this work backwards, right? So, like, are we implying that they wrote the entire story and all of these things based on this one lullaby?
I think it's funny. I'm just pointing out that the version that
they were like, oh my god,
the
this really
version
works.
that the distributor Eclipse owns has the exact same lyrics, and only that one has the exact same lyrics as the one we see in the game.
I think a way to take it is
I just
instead
always-
of like of trying to apply it like all 1-to-1, be like they're clearly taking inspiration here, so because they're trying to draw the connection.
And also, this guy has a security badge on his. This guy's a security badge on his chest.
He's a cop.
No, he's William Afton. So is William Afton, idiot. So is William Afton.
It's William.
So is Vanessa in the movie.
Wilcott.
1948, big.
Okay. So why are we talking about this lullaby?
It's the one that Moon sings
it's
in
the
the
one
game.
that Moon sings.
And it's called Cradle, which is the program that starts the mimic. So we think that that's intentional.
Connie, they're thinking perhaps that that Fiona cheated on Edwin with William. I don't believe it, but they cheated
No,
on
I'm sorry. I think that's
it's
based. Nah, I think the connections in that
it's
song are
wrong.
based. Suck it. I think the connections in that song are true.
When we were playing the game, we wondered if Fiona.
I'm not tripping. That's a lot of connections, right?
While we were in the
Yeah.
middle of the game, we wondered if Fiona might have left instead of died, but then they clarify at the end that no, she did die. But before they did that, we were just joking. We're like, man, did Fiona run off with Henry?
I think she ran off with William for a while because he was ignoring her the entire time. He wasn't seeing her. She couldn't even she wasn't even talking to him. She was talking to him through the helper bears. And then
Why do you hide inside your
It would
walls?
be hard for her to be like pregnant for 9 months and not.
good call.
not
Good call,
notice. That's a
Pheasant.
little bit of a. That's a little bit of a stretch.
No. But what I mean is like she gets with William and then she goes, oh shit, I'm pregnant. I better meet up with Edwin and fake it so that he thinks that he's the dad.
Jenna, where do you want me to go?
People that they don't
Where do you want me to go, Jenna?
I just don't see enough of that in the game. I feel like you can,
Thanks, Fuzz.
I get the vibe that should be more blackmailed more than anything.
Where do you want me to go, Jenna? Sorry. So
Do
this
we-
is to go back to the
Is
lullaby.
Mamakato? Sorry, is Mamakato free anywhere to get us all of the emails so that we can look at all of them in just one one big list? Summon the Mamakato. Do we figure out what Sleepy Moon is? Is it just the mimic?
so-
No idea.
Now, by the way, now that I'm here, that Tiger Rock is absolutely haunted, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
The,
Oh,
the,
yeah, it's-
the
it's- I think it's
writer,
only a
the
ghost.
writer's
I think
wiki. Chat, where am I going? Where's the writer's wiki?
I mean, Connie, we're getting to the point now where we're saying
Mamakato might be on
Dave-
Arrow's stream right now.
I know, Connie, you don't think that the crying child's name is Dave, but you think it's Cassidy. But think about it this way: the crying child is living the same life as David did. Like, he's living in the same house, in the same bedroom. He's got the same toys. He's got a neglectful father. He is, he's got a little friend teddy bear. He's got all this stuff. And we're starting to think he's put back together. He's given a happiest day. We've got this whole thing that it's looking like, basically Dave.
You want me to look at this, chat?
David
The
Murray
crying child and David Murray.
Is it really the exact same? Because they don't have the exact same. They have like some of the same toys from the bedroom, like the telephone and the robot.
They live
toy,
in the
but-
same
I will
bedroom.
say,
It's the exact same closet, open in the same way.
But it's not the
Security
FNAF 4
logbook.
minigame bedroom.
Security logbook specifically, faded text asks, was your favorite toy the blue telephone or something like
The
that?
plastic purple telephone.
Okay, I'll look at this one.
I mean,
Yeah, I'll
either
look at
way, Crying Child's favorite toy would have obviously been Fredbear. It wouldn't have been the plastic purple telephone.
Yeah,
think
Jenna,
it's more so
I
that
know her
whoever's
name
going
is
through his
Charlotte. I
memory-
know her name is Charlotte. I don't think that matters though, because Charlie shouldn't be present at all in this timeline.
Charlie wasn't even born by the
But
time.
going through, I think they're going through their memories and they're going, "Was this you? Was this not you?" You know, like they're trying to pick apart different parts of their memories. I don't think
They're trying to
Cassidy
put him
knows for
back
sure all the
together. They're
answers.
trying to rebuild David.
Personally, I think
Yeah.
what it could have been
Cool.
is, by the way, you guys are so lucky Corey's not here. She has so many opinions. But I mean I could invite her. But the way I saw it was that kind of Gibby, how you were talking about how like the agony of like the building ended up like leaking into Mimic. Like the William just moved his family into Edwin's house after Edwin disappeared, and the agony just started like affecting Crying Child, and so he gets like really freaked out, starts having nightmares. And
100% on board with that. I think the similarities between Crying Child and David, like dying on their birthdays and having the same name, I think that is agony the field manipulations to make things karmically play out the same.
Yeah.
But there are things that are more than just like, oh, these two characters have similar deaths or have similar characteristics. It's like they're living the same, like they're in the same buildings, they're in the same like situations, they have the same toys, they have the same like very specific. If you think they have the same name,
I think they're
really
the same
think
physical
that-
toys.
Wait,
I really think that Fiona
the
taking
minigame house
the
is not the same though.
yeah, the minigame house is weird. I assume the minigame house they move there to be closer to Fredbear's or something.
I just think that minigame. I think that minigame is the only time we ever see the Afton house that doesn't look the same as every other interpretation of it, and I think that that's the one that's wrong.
Yes.
There's a chance that this might not be the Afton house in somewhere.
Also, like Edwin saying, "I can't feel my legs," and then Mimic immediately saying, "Oh, I just finished mine." Like, is that a reference to the books where he had no legs, or does that imply that he ripped off Edwin's legs and wore them? Like,
It's an end.
I inferred the second one.
It'll
Yay,
wear fun
I'm not
costumes,
crazy.
anything you want. It can fit into any costume we've created. Think of it as your new babysitter. But doesn't get paid and go home. It'll stay with us and help around the house. Aren't they insane? The look of these new animatronics is
also,
Fiona's design,
them
and they're
apparently
great.
having
First they
an
approved the
actual
art, then they
husband-wife
approved the
child
proofs.
like trio
Now they
voice
changed
the
their
Murrays.
minds. Well, we're so
Insane
close to
move.
final. Why
Yeah.
would they change
T-Dreads, turn on captions.
Good.
T-Dreads.
Yeah, and can you go back a little bit? Can you go back just to the bit of him talking about Fiona's designs?
This is M1.
I was right
Look
here.
like
I
what?
was right here.
Oh, it's an endoskeleton.
Yeah.
It won't always look like this. It'll wear fun costumes.
Also, I don't
Anything
know
you
if we've talked
want.
about this yet, because again,
It
I
can
just
fit
got
into
here.
any
But
costume
how
we've
about
created.
that
Think of it as your new
Mimic
babysitter.
started mimicking
But,
Fiona on its own,
doesn't
and
get
then
paid and
Edwin
go
was
home.
just like,
It'll
"Yeah,
stay
all
with
right,
us
I'll
and
encourage
help
this."
around the house. Aren't they insane? The look
But
of these
he
new
thinks it's actually
animatronics is
Fiona.
Fiona's design.
Wait.
It's actually Fiona, because
First they approved
in
the art,
the
then they
one
approved the
secret
Sorry,
speech,
wait,
he's like
What do you want?
listening to the base.
Sorry, I'm trying to listen to this part about the suits because
sorry.
people keep telling. No. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to interrupt the conversation. I'm curious about this part. Let's talk about the Fiona thing first, and then we listen to this
There's
because
the one
there's like a
tape-
million things going on.
Yeah, there's the one tape where Edwin's like, this is where I swear I heard her like, "It's me, it's Edwin," and then you hear literally like one of the lines from the birthday tapes that Fiona says. So that's straight up a mimicry. So it sounds like the mimic was, and it's over a radio signal, which we know from the books the mimic can buck with. So it sounds like the mimic started mimicking Fiona first, before Edwin. So Edwin didn't tell it to do that. It just started doing that. And Edwin was like, oh, sick, Fiona's in there. And she's not. But, like, like, that's wild. Like, why did my sisters are wondering if, like, the mimic thought he was going to abandon it and started copying someone he loved to try and, like, get its attention. But, like, at this point, Mimic 1 definitely thinks it's Fiona.
Oh yeah, I definitely think so. I would bet that it was meant to be a babysitter, like it's meant to be like a parental figure. So I bet you what happened is that it started copying Fiona from being a babysitter, and when Fiona died, it took on that persona and like really thought it was her. And Edwin, who's thinking, I want to reach out to my wife, he does that thing. The mimic responds, and he thinks my wife is in the robot. So he's thinking she's back, into that one tape where he's like, you're not actually her. What have I been doing?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, which is so wild, man. This is so wild.
I love the story. I like the simplified story of the books as well, but I'm happy with what they got. I think they made it different enough, but also well written to be worth it.
Yeah. They're all very good in their own ways.
I do like the friendship aspect of the book Mimic though that he had with David. I do kind of miss that, just being his friend.
Yeah. Also, so like in this game, Mimic 1, Fi, absolutely like made like Mimic 2 to be David because like it missed David.
Yes.
Like, is that what that's insane. And then like Edwin was like, what the hell are you doing?
The Fiona says like I watched him grow up, and so she was talking about the real David because she was his mother, and then he dies. And so she's like, well, you treat me like a real person, I'm a real person even though I'm a robot, make him a robot.
Yeah.
And then Edwin's like can't, and so she's like, you're not trying hard enough.
It's just so interesting because that means that the mimic Fiona really thinks that she was the real Fiona who's now in a machine. Because she says, watch her grow up through this machine. It's not the actual soul of Fiona. The whole point that reveals that it's not actually her, but she thinks she is. Like, she thinks she's possessing that machine.
Wildest part of that is that, like, she thinks she's possessing, she's not. And then meanwhile, most likely, David is in the basement haunting a tiger rock.
I think he's outright haunting Tiger in general, and like he's the ghost. He's the one causing all the ghostly stuff in the building.
Because the Tiger Rock acts a lot like Golden Freddy, so that seems very possession.
Well, yeah, it's also, do we even know that there is a tiger suit? I think it could be just a complete projection. I think it could just be the ghost of David floating around.
Yeah, Kelsey's a projection.
Tiger is a projection. Tiger is a projection. Yeah, the tiger thing is weird. Is that supposed to just be telling us that the David spirit is nowhere in the mimic? It's just in the building? Like it's untethered?
That's possible.
Or
I think it's both. Like
it's both in the building and it's like everywhere.
It's in the building, it's everywhere, right? Like an agony field. But it's also we've specifically in the mimic. Yeah, like it's
also
it's God victim, but
just for the record, if like Tiger Rock is like real and trapped in the basement, do you think that thing's still down there? You think Cassie's gonna fall down the wrong slide and Tiger Rock's gonna be playing some video games?
Connie, that reminds me that the Cassie's role now, she was described as the healer, the one who's meant to heal. Well, okay, if Fiona Mimic's goal was to always free that Mimic down there to free him too, and probably finish what Arnold canonically never did, because canonically he didn't do the whole thing right there we see in the secret ending. She never got to do
for sure.
Well, most unlikely he didn't get to do that. More likely it's like the second ending that happens. So she never got to accomplish what she wanted to do. But now that Mimic is freed and she's falling down. Cassie's falling down right where that area would be, to the foundations of everything. And the whole point of this game, from like to understand the future or the present, you need to go to the past, because it's showing us the past to understand what's about to come in the next game. So maybe the plan is that Cassie, being the healer, has to be the one who has to actually, I guess, redeem M2.
You mean like do the storybook ending like 50 years later?
Do the storybook ending probably in a lot more difficult fashion, but do the storybook ending and redeem M2 and make it good. And I can see a case where, like, I can definitely see Fiona being so bad by this point that maybe M2, like, M1 tries to kill Cassie, and if you redeemed M2, like, M2 will, like, kill the other mimic. I can see it ending like that. That's definitely a Stillwell ending, like the mimic killing the other mimic.
Yeah.
I genuinely think that's how the next game is going to end. If it's a sequel, it's going to be redeeming.
Yeah, do we think the next game is going to be the end of the whole series?
I hope so.
I don't think so.
There's also
I might leave and watch them actually.
I'm
trying to get through them.
I don't think so. I think there's definitely going to be a Fall Fest game. Like we know Fiona died.
All right, let's get through these. Because I want to actually listen to these.
Well, we're so close to final. Why would they change them now? Are they pulling my leg? The new concepts are, frankly, creepy. No, it doesn't matter. I'm not changing a single bit of her work, and they can't make me. Excuse me, can I borrow your voice for a project?
That's the thing with
Edwin
Fiona.
Murray test. I'm working on tape drives so that I can listen to it when I get back to my desk on the other side of the building. Oh, so it's time. No, it wouldn't be him. Oh, who am I kidding? You're not really you. I've been so stupid. All this time wasted. I should have been having fun with him, playing games and teaching him how to make things. But I didn't. You. I let a machine raise my kid. You're not real. What was I thinking? Stop talking like her. You're not her. I never want to hear or even think about you ever again. Ever! I don't know. This is all so much. He's gone. He's gone, and now everyone is asking me what to do. And
that's the
I
dad.
don't know anything. I can't run a company. I'm not ready. I can't fill his shoes.
Oh, hey, Gibby.
He knew it. Everyone.
Hello.
The company is going to collapse, and they're all going to hate me.
You want a second?
I guess so. Maybe
Hans, we know what Mexis stands for.
we could start.
Kind of lame. It's kind of lame what it stands for, actually.
Real. Oh, why did you go?
Hold on 1 second.
You weren't even supposed to be there. You were supposed to be here with me and David. Oh, how am I supposed to tell David that his mother is gone?
Hi.
How am I supposed to raise a kid on my own? His life is ruined. My life is ruined. Look, I get you.
The voice direction on that line is so bad. He's like, oh, David's mother is gone.
I can watch him play while I'm loading and unloading.
Oh yeah, I'm very sorry. The thing I wanted to check earlier about David's line was basically, is the implication that these suits that they're making, the FNAF 1 animatronics,
Is this the purple guy's son?
are they the suits Edwin designed, or is he mad that they didn't use Fiona's designs? Because he's like, are they crazy? Fiona's designs are fantastic. What are they not using them for?
I think they're mad.
So
I think he's mad they didn't use Fiona's.
Yeah, so I think that's the implication. He made Fiona made like Springlock suits basically.
Yeah.
And he's like, why are they not using them? This is so stupid. They should be using her designs. Blah 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 blah. So it's not. Some people are saying, oh no, Edwin designed the classics and Henry and William designed the Unwithereds. I don't think the Unwithereds exist. I think they're just completely retconning them. I know. That's the real unwithered truth. That's what it is. I said in the first video.
Could be, yeah.
All right. Sorry. That's just all I wanted to clarify.
Okay. I'm trying to order food, but it appears that my thing is not working. This is truly.
I've also ordered food, but I'm not getting any. Not getting any.
They actually charged me like 20 something. They charged me $20 something, and it didn't even put the order through. So now I have to wait a couple days for my credit card. Hopefully it declines it, and I don't just lose $20 for literally nothing, because that would be annoying.
Can you check the redacted stuff on the computer with the glitched data diver? Oh, that's a good question, actually. I mean, I can't now because the game is done, so I probably have to start a new Game Plus again. Although I do have that save now from DJ Sturf, who came in clutch. I don't think he's here anymore, but what a hero.
All right, this better go through or I'm going to be tilted. If it doesn't go through, I'm going to be pissed.
Puppet designs probably meant Jackie, though. I think Henry made the puppet. I don't know. Puppet is a very particular word.
We still never unlocked that stupid computer.
Yeah, no, I think that's like a
Pisses me off.
tease
for the
or
next
a,
game?
Okay.
I don't know what it is.
Anyways, here we go.
I think it might have some things to do with Nightmare Own.
Which computer are you talking about?
The one that has the puppet schematics on it.
Yeah,
I never
in
saw
Edwin's
that. I
office.
never seen this.
And the
You
alt
did.
What? This is in
I
Edwin's
didn't see the
office.
puppet schematics. I didn't see them.
No,
When you
that
click
you
on it,
didn't.
it doesn't open. You were 17 hours into a live stream, but you did click on them and they just don't open.
Oh, how'd you know they were puppet schematics then? They're in the files?
Because it says puppet schematics, and you click it and it says like you do not have access to this file.
Oh, cool. All right. Anyways.
Puppet could be referring to the puppet shows. That's true, but that would be. I feel like that's a weird thing to put.
I don't think Steel Wool would have done
For no
that.
reason. Yeah.
Honey, that stupid elevator keeps acting up. Every time it breaks, I get pulled away to reset the thing. These disruptions totally throw off my vibe, but I had the best idea. Can you make a quick instructional tape telling staff how to fix it? Love you. I feel stupid recording this, but I just hope somehow...
Telling staff how to fix it. That's not
yeah,
David.
Yeah, that's true.
Change orders are killing me. Our employees, my friends, they keep leaving. The money's gone. I just need to finish the new Fazbear project, and then everyone will come back. We can get back to normal. I miss my friends. Our friends. I miss you. I miss you more than you'll ever know. Fiona!
See, that makes me feel like either she's dead or she's like been gone for a while or something.
Guys, it's me, Edwin. This might be a little awkward, but I've got something very important to ask you. Okay?
Subtitles if you can.
Here goes. We've known each other for how long now? I don't remember your start date off the top of my head, but it's been a few. Oh, okay, dummy, start over. Oh,
Elriz.
rewind not working. Oh.
He does better in the real go at it.
Keep going. Just, Fiona, ignore that part. Anyway, you're the most amazing artist and creator I've ever been lucky enough to employ. We just click in every way. I hope you feel the same. You know, MCM wouldn't be this successful without you. You've become the heart of this company. And I want to share it with you. And you're also really pretty, like asymmetrical pretty.
Ooh.
I should have led with that. And you're fun and funny.
Asymmetrical pretty is
Not
such
a lot of things really make me happy.
The subtitle said asymmetrical, but what did he say?
Yeah. He said, I think he said asymmetrical.
What I'm trying to say is, I can't think of a future without you. I want to keep making magic and sharing our creations with the world forever. So, will you marry me? Please, I love you.
Wait, he's doing it over the phone?
I think it was rehearsal.
Like over the voice line?
My guess is...
Oh, you're
No, but he says to her, ignore that last part. He's like, I can't rewind it.
My guess is what it would be is like he records the message, has her listen to it, and then she turns around and he's like back there on one knee. That's just
Oh, that'd be
speculation.
good.
Though. That's just kind of from like.
Okay, before
just
we
how
started
I-
the voice lines, we wanted to look at something else. I forget what we were looking at. We wanted to look at something else before we looked at the voice lines.
Sorry, I disappeared for a bit. Corey came in and showed me her remix of Jackie's Box with the Wikipedia article for the Cloth Mother versus Wire Mother. So you can tell she's taking the game well.
Working on adding visuals to it.
Oh, good.
Including quote-unquote lyrics, which is 2 different Wikipedia articles mashed together.
That's amazing.
That's insane.
Did you ever hear about Wire Mother?
Yes.
Yeah, so the hallways here are orange, but the hallways in the actual house are green.
Yeah.
So okay, so teachers, I know that when you were playing through it last night, you're like, "This is the FNAF 4 house," because like of carpets or wallpaper or something. Do you still think that?
The
'Cause you just
carpet
kinda
is the
said
same.
it on stream.
The carpet is the same.
I-
I do think it is the house on the hill that Afton would later live in.
Is easier. So
That
here's-
leads. I think it is the house that leads to sister location.
Yeah, remember how in Security Breach there's that one poster that uses the FNAF 4 bed, comforter thing with the triangles?
Yeah.
Do you think that that's like, I don't know, the Mimic made that poster?
I was thinking it might be more because the thing is the carpet is the same and carpet is harder to remove than say like wallpaper. However, not only is the layout of the FNAF 4 or placement of the FNAF 4 bedroom a bit different, the house is a completely different shape from what we see the Afton house is. I'm wondering if it's more symbolic and Afton bulldozed the house down and built his own.
and kept the same toys and closet and color scheme.
You know what? That's actually.
I could honestly, the toys I could see. I've seen the movie. He gives that toy plate to Vanessa. I could see him doing that.
Well, it can be both of our theories, right? Because we do say, like, you know, if he is recreating David, like, intentionally, he could be recreating the room, like, based on the room. But I actually like the idea of him demolishing the house, because in one of his only messages to Edwin, he says, "Don't worry, we'd never demolish the house your parents built." So
Yeah,
what would
that's
be the
why
biggest fuck you is yeah. That's why they put that in there. Because I was like, okay, why do they specify that he's not going to bulldoze the house? It's because
He's a
it's
liar.
like he's a liar. Everything is the opposite of what he said. Because
he's not gonna keep that.
Doesn't someone have a Williams house theory? I just had this like massive deja vu thing. Someone has a theory about that.
About what?
I just about Williams house.
He's got two of them? I don't know.
I don't remember. This was like forever ago.
I definitely
Anything
agree
about his
that, like-
house, or there's been many house theories?
Like whose it was before him.
By the time of Sister Location, there was a neighborhood built up around it.
He locks you in your room again. Don't be scared.
Oh yeah, that's true. Actually.
Yeah, Corey, our
Hey.
mimic is in the Fredbear plus crack theory. Mike is looking more
Hey,
and more
Unwithered.
plausible.
Multiple layouts and none of them match.
It's barred from the other side.
Yeah.
Ooh, Crying Child's room, yeah.
Okay, not only
Yeah.
is it barred from the other side, if you click the bed, it says, like, I'm not doing that again, not again, implying, you know, nightmares. That are
Nightmares.
dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
You know he's hiding
Yeah.
again.
Never doing that again. He's also scared of the endoskeleton. He's also scared of the mimic.
And this would also
sure.
explain
Yeah,
how.
I'm
This would
wondering-
also
I'm
explain,
wondering if they're-
Unwithered, how the
wondering if they're
Fredbear
trying
plush
to-
knows what's gonna happen if it's like Fiona some fucking.
Trying to imply that what he saw has something to do with mimicism. Honestly, if in two of the main endings the mimic gets out either way, I would not be surprised if the mimic started wreaking havoc and they were able to like disable it or something. And Crying Child saw some shit while the mimic was running amok. And that would have been before 83. It would have been out for like 4 years when it comes to 83. Hence why it would be scared of like endoskeletons and potentially costumes if the mimic put anything on.
That's a good call, Juan.
I
That's a good
think the idea is that if Afton does acquire everything that Edwin makes, I think he could just be putting.
Yes, the bed is in the
mimic
corner,
in.
chat. That's correct. Dude, let me just make sure. I'm pretty sure it wasn't. Let me just make sure his bed wasn't blue. In the
Are
corner.
they overriding making Henry making the animatronics? Yes.
Yep. Scott
Well-
retcontent strikes again.
So okay, I will say
might have designed them, I guess.
they didn't finish the. Well, yeah, he did send in new designs that were modified Fiona designs, but also they didn't finish it, and then the factory collapsed in on itself. So Henry absolutely probably had to pick up wherever Edwin left off.
That's
probably
true.
made most.
That's very true.
Hence, I'm saying my creations because he probably came up with, other than the character designs, like, hey, let's make them look kind of like this, a little
the
less
bed
like
is
Fiona's.
not blue. In
That
in Mimic David's
I'm
room.
pretty convinced. I'm pretty convinced that Henry built the endoskeletons and Muriko built the suits, because that also kind of lines up with the Silver Eyes Henry, mostly building endoskeletons and robots.
Yeah, but the endoskeletons have the Muriko or the Murray Costume Manor logo on them specifically. The
I mean, again,
endoskeletons
we don't know what they actually got shipped out to them before MCM just collapsed. I thought is after 1979 at least, if anything before, after Edwin went missing, Henry had to just pick up the pace wherever and fill in where MCM was currently doing stuff.
Chat, what do we think this is under our crackpot another David recreating David as Dave theory?
I am going to strangle you. Hi.
Wait.
I'm going to burn your house down and lick the
Wait.
ashes.
Yeah, here we go.
What if Midnight Motorist is a tiger leading Grindchild away because it can teleport?
It does have 3 legs. That's true. It does have 3 legs. Or 3 toes.
3 legs.
3 legs.
3 legs.
3 legs.
I have 3.
No.
No.
Third leg.
Yeah. What do we think this would be then? Don't remember what you saw.
So yeah, Corey.
I don't remember what happens if they catch you. Like, again, 2 of the endings. I doubt the 3rd ending is canonical. It could be, but in 2 of the endings, the mimic gets out. In the 3rd one, at least M1 is still running and probably copying all 3 of these people now.
Well, no, in the 3rd one, Mimic is just sleeping in a house that apparently William Afton now owns. So
yeah, so either way,
with factory reset for him to fuck with.
Yeah. It is interesting. I do wonder why specifically Henry called off the Springlock suits. I wonder if either something happened or Henry thought something would happen, which it did, but like... But Edwin was not happy to, he was like, why can't we just do Springlocks like we usually do? Come on. Henry.
I'm sleepy. I can hear myself echoing also.
Oh, you should have seen. I slept for like half the day.
Which also, to be fair, it seems like Henry sent the designs over and just had them to make it. So it was like, you know, maybe a little bit of MCN, but it was his designs that he sent over. He was just sending over to them for them to make it, which just means he didn't hand make it.
To be fair, Unwithered, this line, I hear they come to life at night. These rumors could be true if Murray's costume manor was a popular location and there were rumors of like teams going missing and shit.
I will say,
Mimic is the Midnight Motorist footprints?
Something we noticed is the whiteboard in the what Ritos calls the loud room or the overstimulation room. The whiteboard lists 4 clients who are getting parade floats, and there are 4 parade floats that seem to match up with them. Like there's baby feet for the daycare.
Because of it, it would imply that the Monty float is Fazbear's, which means they either bought, leased, or already owned Monty, and they just have a bunch of Monty stuff because MCM really likes, Fazbear Entertainment really likes MCM.
Tomorrow's another day. Please let me out, please.
Although I do wonder, with Fredbear's being called a diner, but then also like Chica's Party World being kind of like a 50s diner, I do wonder if there wasn't any acquiring and they were both owned by, say, William, and he decided to just like put Chica in the FNAF location.
Essentially. Yeah, I don't know how Chica's Party World ties into Fazbear. I will say though, it is...
It could be one of Fazbear's earlier things before they made Freddy.
Yeah, I'm thinking, because it's like it's very 50s diner. And then Fredbear's is called a family diner.
Interesting.
Chica is definitely Fiona's design. However, I do wonder if there's no information or implication that Chica's Party World was also acquired by Fazbear. I bet that's Fredbear's Family Diner and Chica's Party World. If we say the owner was, say, William, that he did both of those. Potentially, Chica's Party World was before Fredbear's, and Fredbear saw more success.
I was the first.
Potentially.
Yeah, I like that idea.
We were saying David, the one you shouldn't have killed.
Okay, wait a minute. Gibby might be onto something. Gibby might be cooking. Wait a minute.
I mean, this is
what we were talking about, right?
Matt Pat said it 5 years ago. You know.
But think about it this way: if William killed David, right, and then Chica is like, I've seen him, the one you shouldn't have killed. There's a reason for her to say, I was the first. I have seen everything. She's not saying like, oh, I've seen all your murders, William. She's going like, I've been back since David was around in the factory. Like, I've been there since the start. There's a reason then for her to say it, rather than just being like arbitrarily, oh, by the way, you didn't know this, but I'm also just like the first character that was made.
The bedspread's just an old 50s bedspread now.
Yeah.
I have to say though, I unfortunately have to run. It is nearly 3 a.m. where I am, so I am going to head to bed.
Going
but
for
thank
11
you all very
hours.
much. Yeah, I'm going for 11 hours, so I am going to.
I'll probably bounce
hop
too,
off and
chat.
say goodbye to my stream. Okay, I was gonna say they could all go to you. I've got 150 people to send your way to.
That's nice. That's nice. But I'll pass. I'll pass for now. I'm all mimicked out for the time being.
Thank you, Peanut Butter Sandwich.
Okay. Thank you, Peanut Butter Sandwich. $5 super chat.
as well as the idea.
Bye, gamers. Yeah, chat. So, I think that's a good theory. Let me get myself out of here. I think it's really interesting. I want us to look into this now. Chat, if you can, on Twitter, look for some stuff, propose some suggestions. It's very interesting. There are several connections between Dave, Edwin's son, and Dave, Afton's son. They live in the same house at one point, even if it's not the FNAF 4 gameplay area. We know that, thanks to those emails, that Afton ends up buying the house that Edwin used to live in. So Dave and Edwin, right? Dave and Edwin would live together. And then Dave and Afton would live together, but they're two different kids. So our theory was that somehow the crying child from Dave Afton is some sort of deal with the devil from Fiona to Afton. And Fiona's saying, look, I'm this perfect possession. I am made by this perfect technology. If you help me out and you make a child, and you can help me turn this human child into David, right? Into my son and give him back, and I can have my son whole again, put back together again, complete, even a better possession than me, because it'll be my son's consciousness in another kid's body, and that's why he's named Dave. That's why he's got the striped shirt. That's why we saw that image of him and the hill from Security Breach at the end. I think that it would absolutely be a retcon, but it's entirely possible that David, the Edwin Murray child, Fiona and Afton are attempting to reincarnate him as the crying child. And the incentive for this is that Fiona will help William Afton become immortalized within the Mimic AI as a glitch trap. So a glitch boat situation. So that would be the idea. There's so many overlaps. They both have a motif of putting back together. They're both named Dave. They both have the FNAF 4 house. They both have animatronic like projections like that teleport and cause hallucinations. Tiger Rock teleports in front of you and makes you hallucinate. Golden Freddy teleports in front of you and makes you hallucinate. Very interesting stuff. So from here on out, and feel free to @me on Twitter if you find something. I would look around. I'd look around for some evidence that David Afton and David Murray are connected. That's what I would be. That's what I'd be thinking. I think it's very, very interesting. The graves could be the animatronic creation order. That's possible as well. All right. Anything else, chat? Any other closing remarks? That would mean Gregbot is canon. I don't think he's necessarily a robot. I think it could be they're taking human children and attempting to download the consciousness into their mind. Because remember that Vanessa and Cassie are real humans. They just get the Vanny chip put in them. So the Mimic could be wanting a human child to be born, but have that human child have his consciousness overridden by another soul. Basically possession. Like Professor Quirrell in Harry Potter. How he's got something in the back of his head, but he's a real person, you know. So, something like that. So would make a lot of sense to me. It doesn't have to be a robot. It could be a human child, but they're trying to replace his consciousness with another kid's, and they're doing that through the Mimic AI by giving it a human system to run. This could also tie in, chat, to what I was saying. If you remember my sister location theory, I talked about how the fun times are designed like humans. They have a human muscular system and a human nervous system. And while I said that was to carry like human-like impulses, I think I was correct. But after Secret of the Mimic, we can look at that with the insight of this. They were designing the robots like that to mimic the way human systems worked. Because Fiona is trying to bribe Afton to create a perfect possession. So I think that, I think Afton is trying to build the fun times to mimic the way a human body operates. He wants him to feel pain. He wants him to be able to think, have autonomy. I think it's really interesting. I think there's a lot of connections between this and Sister Location and Scoopers and a bunch of stuff. I think we really need to look in. I don't think the FNAF 4 house being at the end of this is a coincidence. I think we definitely need to look in at how this retcon. Well, it is retcon. Fuck you, Scott. I think we have to look into how this retcon impacts the wider lore of the earlier games. FNAF 4, FNAF something. I genuinely think... Yeah, we got all the endings, Maria. We have all the endings now. I genuinely think that the crying child meant being a surrogate David, a David vessel, a human sacrifice to put David Murray's mind into, genuinely possible. Genuinely a possibility. So look into that. I know Theory Channel will probably all over that later. And if you find anything, you can let me know. It's gonna be crazy if that's the case. Yeah, crying child is like he's like a cocoon. He's a shell for the thing. Yeah, Gregory, there's the mimic as well. Gregory's the other attempt. Crying child fails and gets set free, so Gregory is the mimic's next attempt for that. Would that make the box the mimic? What's in the box is the pieces put together. I still think the box is a happiest day in general. I think the box is the concept of a happiest day. Which can be achieved through the mimic AI, though. The mimic AI basically works. It is a... Edwin accidentally created the most advanced learning algorithm ever. It is quite similar, it says in the book, even though it's not canon. We can use it as a nipple twist now. Using the Scott Cawthon nipple twist, we know that the mimic AI wasn't... For one, he made it on accident. And two, it learns like a child. Very well. It is the most accurate machine learning algorithm ever created. And because of this, a human soul would be able to map onto it and express emotion through it very easily. Because you are possessing a vessel that is so similar to a human's, and yet empty unless, you know, instructed with input. So if you have a mimic endoskeleton that's never seen anything, you have it just sitting in your garage, and it has this perfectly functioning algorithmic brain that works just like a real human being's, the spirit can find it and attach itself onto it and express itself with autonomy just the same as if it were in a human body with no other consciousness. It is the best way to have a possession, is the mimic AI. The mimic AI is the most possessible thing, which is why Fiona can express herself and articulate herself so perfectly, so much better than the classics, for example. Make sense, chat? Make sense? That is true. That is true. The Fiona story did mention an alligator and a dog, and there is a Monty and dog Springlock suit. I didn't even. I'll have to message Gibby that. I didn't even consider. That's interesting. So I wonder if the core gang originally had like 7 animatronics. All right. Cool. Alrighty, chat. I'm gonna take off. Relax. I've been doing a lot of streaming the last couple days, but it was a lot of fun. Bye. Lullaby and good night, Bay Rose's bedline.